been watching you. I know what you've been doing. You can't hide from me. I'm always here, even when you're asleep.
Incorporate that, but
It's running out.
it is.
It's getting dry. I'm like, shoot. It's hard finding topics. It's hard. I'm just like trying to think of anything now.
But you did. You did.
It's a stretch. Got a fresh haircut.
Come on, man. I knew I was coming
I
through.
was sitting here like, the haircut's so fresh. I'm like, yo, the dog had braids or something?
I used to.
Yeah, maybe
Not
you
in a long-
used to.
but
It
it's
was a
not.
long time since the old pictures. But
Yeah,
like,
no, this I got cut on, what, Friday? So it's like a couple days old.
man, that joint still look that fresh?
We trying to,
That
man.
joint looks super fresh.
I'm just trying to hold on to what I got because I'm starting to bald in the back a little bit.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
trying to.
My hairline trash, but up here too, I'm like,
That's I'm like,
Lord.
I'm doing all right up here, and then in the back, as soon as homie's done, he's like, all right, tell me what you think. I get that mirror, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
whoa, what's this? What's that? And he's like, hey man, I'm doing the best I can. Like I'm doing barber magic to try to get this, and I'm like,
Dude, when that first time you look and you go like this,
I did. I said, wait, what's that? I don't feel like that. So what's going on? Even like I got like a couple of grays that try to pop up over here. I said, hold up.
I'm full of gray. Now, I looked and noticed like one or two on the chest, and I was like, no.
I'm not there yet, thank God.
Took them joints out.
But and like with me, I've always had like blondish hair, so it's
Yeah.
like it kind of blends in, so can't nobody really tell.
Right.
But I could tell. So all day I'm always like this, like let's pull this motherfucker out real quick. But
See, yeah, I noticed the top two, and like I was like growing it out a bit, and then like I'm like touching it or like I'm like, why is it like a circle here that's like growing? It's lower.
Yeah.
It ain't growing as fast as the rest. It's like the rest is like here, but right here is like a little bit lower. I'm like, wait a minute now. So I was like, dang it, I gotta just cut it off. And Resale was like, oh, if you. She was like, oh, if you want to go do some hair things or something, and I was like, nah.
I'm completely against it. Until recently, I've been thinking about. I don't know if I would do the pill. If I would, I'm not going to get.
No. See, I did that. I did Hims.
I haven't done that yet.
So I did the Hims thing, right?
Okay.
May I tell you this? So I did the Hims thing, right? And no joke, it was working. Like I was putting like, what the heck? Like I actually could see hair growing, right? So I'm taking it and stuff like that. And one day me and Resell was at the table chilling, right? Fam, my heart started beating stupid out of control. And I was like, oh yeah, call 911.
Yeah.
The ambulance came. They did EKG. They were doing all this in the living room. Like I'm literally like heart out of control. I'm like, oh, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
and then they were like, your EKG is good. Everything's good. And I said, yeah, it's going back to normal. And they were like, are you doing anything? You taking anything? And I was like, nah, nothing. Like, I don't know. I had a cup of coffee. I was like, I've had plenty of cups of coffee. Like, I don't know if this is it. And they were like, I don't know, whatever. So I was like, all right, well, they were like, if you want to go to the hospital, you can. I'm like, nah, I think I'm good. Maybe I just got worked up. I don't know. And then I looked at and like I was doing the Hims thing again, I looked at the back and it was like, if you get rapid heartbeat, do not take anymore. I was like, threw it all out.
No.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, it had to be. That was the only thing that changed.
Damn.
And it was so what it is when you buy the Hims, it gives you three things. It gives you a vitamin.
Yeah.
And then like some drops.
Okay.
And there was one more other thing, I think. Maybe it was two things.
Okay.
And I was legit taking that joke. And no joke, back there I was like, fam, hair is actually like
I thought
growing.
about it.
Like, and I was like, well, maybe that just ain't for me because I ain't having no heart attack for no hair.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
And see, even hearing that, I'm like, okay, I'm cool.
Yeah, now,
Because I'm still doing all right.
yeah. Oh no, you straight.
But-
Like you straight. See, my front is terrible. Like so I usually have a bald head, so
Yeah.
I'm good. But like that, I was like, you know what? It worked, and I was like, maybe I'll give it another shot. But I was like, I don't know, man. But even for the grays, like I have a lot of like friends, they color theirs. I don't care enough to color.
I'm not
it.
gonna color. Once it happens, it happens.
Yeah, but like I didn't expect it to get this gray this fast. Like,
You were like one or two. But
yeah, when it was like, a little bit down here and stuff, but like this joint is almost full gray.
Yeah.
Now, there's some people like, oh no, guys look good with the pepper or whatever.
The
And I'm
salt,
like,
pepper, and like-
yeah, but salt, pepper, and fitted hats, I don't know if that look good. Like, I look like an old man trying to be cool.
Nah, I feel it.
And
I
they're
feel
like,
it.
oh, you ain't that old. I'm like, all right, man. Like, I'll see what happens. But, like, I was also worried with the color because, like, my uncles them used to color it. And I guess they just wouldn't do it right. They skin be all dark. And I was like, I ain't trying to have no jet black.
It's too hot out here to color, bro. I feel like I would get nervous if we color and then you outside and for an extra hour than you should be, and
That's the
that's going to start
thing.
rolling down.
So that's
You
what
know
I
I'm
don't
saying?
want. I thought they have this one where it's like you just get in the shower and you wash your face and hair and like you just do it every night and it just continually turns the color of what it
Yeah.
is. And I was like, maybe I'll try that, but I was like, I don't know. I'm not vain like that.
Yeah,
like,
I feel it.
I'm like, I'm glad to be old. Like, we've talked about it before out there. I got a lot of homies who ain't here.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I embrace it, and I'm glad, and I feel like a lot younger than what the age is. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm saying?
100%.
Like, someone the other day was like, "Yo, I mean, we're getting closer to 40," but I'm like, I don't feel closer to 40. I feel closer to like 30.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
How old are you?
38.
38, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like closer to 40, but I'm like, nah, I feel closer to 30. I feel young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, like, I'll tell you this, like, I feel good,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I did have to come to that realization of things. Like, when you in that 35 to like, that 35-ish, 32-ish, you in that range for a long time, like, and you still like see people like play basketball and stuff. And in your mind, you like, oh my God, I kill these cats. And I was
Until-
that for a long time. 40 is when I went, you know what? I can't anymore.
Yeah.
I just can't. Like, even though I feel like, oh my God, I can't. There's no way. Like, I go out there, and if I played, I'm down for the count for like 2 days.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
not even a question.
Yeah.
Like, I did some jumping jacks the other day with the kids. But
Oh no,
yeah,
trust me,
so-
I'm right there with you because I just you know how we just moved earlier this
Yeah.
year, and I work at a warehouse, so every day I'm lifting stuff. We good. I'm always working, fam. The move had me out. My wrist was hurting, and I'm like, fam, what's up with you? A wrist? I was picking up boxes and shit, not even anything crazy heavy, but after a couple of days, I woke up, my legs, my wrist was like, you're gonna take a sabbatical for like 72 hours.
See, that'd be the thing that be happening is when like now if I like, I'm watching a movie and I'm like this too long, what the?
I know.
Everything fall asleep. If I sleep on the shoulder too much, wake up like, yo, what the?
Oh God.
So I'm like, I'm trying not to, but like, it's just happening. But at the same time, like I said, like, I got a lot of homies that, well, they didn't make 23. They didn't
Exactly.
make 25. I'm
Exactly.
like, you know what? I'm just glad to be here.
And then I see other people my age. I'm like, you look like you're 70. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
like,
fam.
I'm okay out here because 38. You look like you've had a rough 38. My 38's chilling.
Have you ever been to a high school reunion yet?
You know what's funny? Oh, you know what's
See,
funny?
I haven't been to one.
I just had my 20-year last week.
Did you go?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad I didn't because I seen pictures and video of everyone that was there. My Lord.
See,
They've been through it.
See, that be the thing now. The only time I see the cats I went to high school with is on Facebook.
Yes, yeah, same here.
Fam,
They've been through it.
some of them cats been through it.
I was
man.
cracking up. I'm like, brother, you were in shape, and oh, girl, you used to be bad.
Oh my
What
God.
happened? I get it, people age, but I like to comfortably say I look very similar to my high school picture. Some of y'all went through 8 transformations.
I think there are times I feel like in 30s and even sometimes now where I feel like I may look better than like
Oh, I
back
agree.
then.
Yeah, yeah.
Like some people look dramatically different. And like I'm talking where like they look like they stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Like where they're like, you know what? Like even though we're talking about losing our hair, they're like cul-de-sacs, you know, and they like let the cul-de-sac grow out,
Mm-hmm.
and like they still got like giant dickies on and a hoodie. Like they not even like trying.
No.
Like they gave up, and I'm like, oh my God. But like some of these cats, like even the dudes, you're like, man, I remember the girls thought you was the greatest thing on the
Yeah,
planet, and I
yeah.
see you at QT eating donuts over there and with a highlighter vest because you do construction. Now I'm like,
Insane.
ain't nothing wrong with doing construction. I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying like, boy, everybody thought you was gonna be the stuff. All these cats that used to be freestyling and rapping at lunch, they thought they was they thought they was gonna be on Rockefeller and all
Dog.
that.
I'm telling you, yeah, no,
boy.
I don't think I'll ever go again. I mean, I almost went, but I decided not to, and I'm glad I didn't, bro.
See, 20, I think I would go.
I
mean, I probably had one. I don't be in the loop like that.
think, you know what's funny? I knew about it And when it came down to it, I was like, maybe I just don't really feel like it. Really, I just don't care. The way I looked at it is this, like, a lot of the people that were there, if you ain't reached out or I haven't reached out, I really don't, I don't care, low-key.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that you're around.
Oh, yeah.
I see you on Facebook. I'll like your picture. You like my picture. You know, we keep it cordial like that.
Yeah.
But, like, you know what my biggest thing is? What is the conversation going to be?
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
man, what you been up to? Well, the day after high school when we met, let me go
hate
through
that,
age
bro.
19 to, like, I don't want to do that, like, small talk.
No.
Because, fam, it's 20 years of small talk. What am I going to say?
I don't mind the small talk if your small talk is you going like this. Because, like, I know I've been going like this. Like, if your small talk is like, I've lived in a lot of places. I went to a ton of schools.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, no joke, I've been to, gosh, I don't know what the number is, 12 schools, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not in contact with one person from those schools.
Yeah.
And actually, one person now, maybe two. And that's just recently through IG and the podcast. Like, he listens to the pod, and I listen to his music. He raps, and he's a realtor and stuff like that. Shout out to Demian. And, you know, I listen to, like, every once in a while, one of the homies will like, yo, Greg, like, remember me? And it's like, yeah, you know, I was down for a minute. I was locked up for I don't got a story like that.
Yeah.
All my stories is like, had kids, married, good job, house.
Good ascension.
It's
yeah.
up. And theirs is like, yeah, you know, this girl, you know. Like, I talked to this one dude, right? He hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name. He was one of the homies, but he was, well, yeah, whatever.
I feel it.
Yeah, like, you know what it is?
I
It's
feel
like,
it. Yes.
they're not my friends, but it's like, when I see him,
Yeah, always.
But then it's like, I did. He was like, yeah, you know, this girl, you know, she, you know, got me caught up in some stuff, and then, you know, of course, you know, I had to put my hands on her, and I was like, hey, man, you have a good one, buddy. I can't relate to nothing like that.
You can. And then it's like they're telling you this as if, like, you're going to understand what they've been through, or, like, fam, why? We haven't seen each other in forever. So how do you feel comfortable telling me that? That's what I'm saying. Like, if I go to this 20-year thing and someone's like, hey, man, what's new? My only response is everything.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you since 18 years old. Everything's new. Am I supposed to go with year to year to tell you what I've been through or this and that? I don't want to hear that from you. You don't want to hear that from me.
No.
So I just refrained.
Because once you start that conversation, you, like, everybody's body language and demeanor change. When all your stories are good things, you notice that they ain't interested no more. Because then, like,
Yeah.
all they stuff is like, you know, I'm just out here trying to make it. You know, I'm just out grinding. I'm out, buddy.
And your response is what? Like, yeah, I just copped a new crib a couple months ago. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Me and
like-
the fam, we chilling. We about to go
you know,
here.
we about to go vacation. You know, we about to do this.
I ain't never
do
been
it.
arrested. You know what I'm saying? We living good out here. I feel great. What about you? Oh, I done had like 3 surgeries in the past 2 months. This and that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, brother, I feel
hearing
you.
that. And cats, like, you know, and I ain't got nothing against smoking weed, but, like, I'm talking about, I got cats who can't. I mean, they can't live without it.
Yeah.
Like, they 4-5 joints a day. They can't. And I'm like, buddy, like, your skin bad, your lips black. Like, I get it. Weed is your thing. But, man, like, come on now. We 40-something now. You can't possibly still be smoking this much weed. Like, come on.
I know.
I mean, I even saw a couple cats, and, you know, hopefully they don't listen. They, you know, they got, like, multiple wives, like these, and I'm like, oh, I don't know about all this, buddy. Like, hey, man,
Hey, do you?
love you, man. That's the homie, man. Remember that time we did this? Good to see you.
Yeah,
I
like-
read it. There was one cat. Oh my god, like, I couldn't believe how much he was sagging.
For real. Still.
And let me tell you something, like, you know, that's your style, but, like, he doing, like, the hood sagging, not like, you know, you sagging because you think you got some style.
Yeah.
I'm talking no belt sagging, where it was like,
But y'all still doing that? Like, we was doing that then.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I know you're not sagging as much in here.
he's sagging, bro.
Like, come on, man.
And that's-
he was sagging that much, had a diaper bag on his shoulder, and I'm like, all right, man, like, who your girl? To, like,
Exactly.
you know, God bless, man.
And that's that type of energy, man, that you just don't want around. Like, as we get older, especially me, I just try to keep my energy and my circle, like, not even small, but like a certain type of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, looking at some of the pictures I saw in the reunion, I was like, it seems like they have fun, but I can also tell, you know what I'm saying, that type of energy I need to refrain and keep away from. So shout out to everybody. I'm not going to say the school, you know, but if you knew where I went, shout out to y'all. I'm glad you have fun. Wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And if I'm keeping it a buck, wasn't none of us there. I'd have been the only one.
Oh, really?
Bro, in my graduating class, there was 7.5.
Really?
I'm not-
See, I went to South Mountain, so everybody
Yeah,
was
I did
black.
not. I
and
went
Mexican,
to
so.
White Mountain. I might as well have called that. It was which is cool. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
cool, but
Right.
like seeing the pictures, I'm like, yeah, there was no representation there.
Nah,
So
yeah.
I'm alright.
So you know what's crazy is I'm pretty confident if our 20 year came up, or it may have already came, I don't know. People would have been there who didn't even graduate.
Yeah.
Like they just would have been like, "Yo, I heard everybody from South getting together.
We just pulled up.
Yo, we pulling up. I heard everybody from South getting together,
Yeah.
fam." Look, I like my music to hit too, but if you still pulling up with the 312s and rattling the whole building, and you pull up in the front to park,
Slow so everyone can hear you.
lean on the joint, lean on that joint, and that joint got 1312s rattling in the trunk, buddy.
You're like, brother, that's the same whip you had when we graduated.
Yeah, look, I love an old school whip myself, but
Yeah.
buddy, the Cutlass, but it needs some paint and
Yeah.
needs some stuff. Yes, you got the Rockfords in the trunk, but go ahead and turn them joints down. Buddy.
Two of them good. One of them is you could tell is broke.
Windows
You know what I'm saying?
rattling. I'm like, buddy, come on, man.
I feel it, dog.
All right, let's do it. See, that's the conversations I like.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Sneakers.
I know. That's the one I want to pod. I can't do that at the warehouse.
Nah, you
Because
can't.
well, not to mention I work with a bunch of younger people, so like they're not gonna be able to like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying 20-year anniversary. They're like, brother, I'm 22. Like,
Dude, I saw that like it was like Ohio State football players or something. They was talking about like what you think old is, and they was like, you know, if you was born in 2000, you old. I'm like, God, I'm like 2000. You think is old?
like you must think we are.
I'm like 2000 is
ancient.
like 23.
Yeah.
I'm like, they were like, if you born in 98, 99. I'm like, God. I'm like, yeah, you think I'm a grandpa?
The
Man.
facts. I'm great grandpa. That's wild.
All right, let's do this. Appreciate everybody at Pivot Socks. Go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Use the promo code Sneak This Podcast. Get yourself some percentage off, 10% off, free shipping. Like I said, go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Oh, and appreciate everybody who messaged me about the socks. You know, I haven't sent them yet. I'll send them this week. I'll send you the 2 pair of socks I had. I'll send them to you. Don't worry. But, you know, Cash try to play me. They like a week later, like I had said on the episode last week or whatever week it was, I was like, you know, I do that ad in the beginning of the show, and I said, like, yo, I got these socks. As soon as you hear this message, you say, yo, let me get them socks. I'll send you these pair of socks in my hand. Cash like a week later, like, yo, let me get them socks. Buddy, don't
They
play my
thought
podcast
that you had
like
them
that.
very ones, and you was gonna walk right to UPS. Be like, yo, I'm talking immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, but don't do me like that. Like, come on, man. But we got the homie Don in the building.
What's good,
the
everybody?
OG guest.
We here.
I'm glad Don is here, man. I'm glad to pod with you, man. I was like, should I tell somebody? I was like, no, I want to pod with Don.
No,
man.
I hit
Don's
him
my
up,
guy.
chat. He told me last time. He was like, hey, anytime you want to pull up. And finally, I'm like, I kind of want to pod. I've been wanting to pod.
Man, anybody who want to pod, pull up and pod. Like, I'm telling you, I'm barely hanging on. So if anybody want to come through, you better come through now because this may be the last episode. I'm not going to lie to
Hey,
you.
what he was saying before then, it just might be.
Like, I'm not joking. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people like, you know, it's like this is about to be 8 years next year, right?
Which is wild.
And it's like, man, you really think about 8 years, like watching the video of my beard go from black to gray in real time is insane.
It is.
Like, it's like, wait a minute. Like, my beard was black when we started this. Like, oh, I've been doing this way too long.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing this way
Like
too
y'all
long.
watching me actually age as we speak, and that's
You're
big
right.
facts.
And what is Halloween this week, right? Or next week?
Next week,
Next week.
Tuesday,
Oh,
Wednesday.
okay.
Yeah.
So since we're not pie next week, this is like considered our Halloween episode. So we doing top 10 worst candy to us.
Wackest candy, y'all. I'm
Now,
here for it.
I don't think we did this before, right?
I don't think we did either, or at least you guys haven't. I
Yeah.
remember the good candies.
I think we did good candy, but then like you just kind of start talking about bad
Yeah,
candy while
yeah.
talking about good candy. But this one, yeah. Now I will tell you this: my list, I didn't do like candies that I necessarily find like disgusting.
Okay.
Like black licorice is disgusting.
Okay, see, that's on my list.
Yeah, now see, only reason why I didn't put it on my list is because like I don't ever run into black licorice.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So my list is based off of things where I'm like, oh my God, like I run into. So
Okay.
like I thought about like, you know, Halloween, the kids come with Halloween candy. You know what you eating 1st. And then like them last few weeks it'd be like them little I ain't eating that. Or like
Okay.
or like even them ones where you're like, eat it if I got to, but like I really ain't a fan of this.
Okay.
That's kind of how I did mine. A couple of these things, oh yeah, I'm not messing with at all. But some of these things I eat, but
Mine was similar. Mine was based off of I take the kids trick or treating every year, and if I see what's going in their bag, if it's on the whack list, I look at the parents like, "What we doing? We didn't like it as kids, so why would you have the audacity to give it to my kids now?"
So you know what's funny? I feel like they've gotten better at that though.
Most of them have, but
Okay.
for the ones that haven't, they get the stare. Because I do see black licorice here and there. They're little red vine joints.
You do?
I've seen it, and when I see it go in my son or daughter's bag, I look at them like,
You've
you
been
know damn
somewhere
well.
somebody giving out black licorice.
God.
I've never seen
and
that
I
in a
feel
Halloween
like I'm
bag.
like either it's a joke, you don't like children, or you don't like your life. One of those three. But like you made a conscious effort to go to the store. You saw, oh, black licorice, let me get that, and put it in these kids' bags.
What is black licorice flavor supposed to be?
Charcoal? I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is it's terrible.
I just don't understand anybody who will eat that. Now, I think you like candy corn, don't you?
I do not. That's all. Oh no.
Okay.
No. That's
Now-
on the list.
Okay, now see, hold on. See, I got some honorable mentions too.
I got a couple honorable mentions, but I can tell you this right here. And the funny part is, I hate candy corn so much. The only person in the house that likes it is Jordan. He's the only one.
Oh, really?
And every year he goes, "You guys never buy candy corn." I'm like, you know why? So I'll buy him a little thing. Like this year, we bought him a little thing of candy corn. So when the other two are eating chocolate or whatever, he gets his candy corn off, and he doesn't have to worry because no one's touching it.
See,
my man, be handfuls.
I
loving
don't got it on my list, but I hate it. Now I don't got it on my list. I don't run into it.
Bro, don't do that. People
Yeah,
you put it in the bag.
No, because that's the thing.
Every year.
I feel like even people who like candy corn, they know 8 out of 10 people don't.
Nope.
So they don't buy it.
I'm sorry.
That's why with black licorice, if you got people in your neighborhood or wherever you go buying black licorice, they're weirdos.
Yeah.
Like they have to know, like, I don't care if I like black licorice. They have to know almost 10 out of 10 people don't like it. So I'm not going to buy it.
Candy corn is still passed out when you go to random parties or if you're at an office, you see candy corn there. That's why it's on the list.
I don't anymore.
And then kudos to you and your team, your squad, your whatever. But there's still people out there that are presenting candy corn and they know better.
You know them one? What them pumpkin ones? Them big
on the list too,
fam. Them joints are crazy. Whoever eat those are
I
insane.
think it's a marshmallow. I don't know.
Wait. No, I think you're talking about something different.
The little pumpkins. That's not marshmallow.
No, that's candy corn.
Oh, what? Wait, there's a pumpkin that tastes like candy corn?
No. It's just a pumpkin shape, but it's candy corn flavor.
See, I didn't know that. I thought it was a
See,
marshmallow.
I think you're thinking of those peanuts.
Oh, the circus peanuts?
Yeah.
That's on there too.
Really? Oh, so you got nasty candy on yours.
It's whack.
Oh, okay.
Top 10 wackest to me. When I sent you that, I already had it in my mind. I had the top 5 already.
See, when you hear mine, you're going to be like, that's not whack.
We'll see. But as soon as I gave you that idea, and I'm like, I think you should do this if you haven't already, top 5 instantly in mine.
Okay, the mine good. See, I had my number 1 right off the bat.
We gonna see.
And then my number 1, it ain't nasty, but it's dumb.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. It's 50% nasty. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Pickups. You got any pickups?
Oh, pickups.
Anything recently?
You know what? Not that much. I do got a couple. I did pick these up. These are Hall of Fame 3s.
Fam, I'm going to be honest with you. I just do not. Wait a minute. Were those called Katrinas?
They were called Katrinas before.
Okay.
And then they came out again, Hall of Fames. These might be Katrinas. I don't know.
Okay. Because Katrinas came out at like Social Society?
Yeah, something like that.
And they had green laces in them. Didn't they? Okay.
These,
okay.
but they are Hall of Fames now, whatever the new generation's calling them. But this is one of them like one-off 3s I always wanted, and then I seen them in my size. I was like, let me cop, man.
How different are these than Fire Reds?
The color itself, the red is slightly different, and then like little nuances like Fire Red's usually, I think it's red on the back,
really?
on the toe, or not on the toe, on the heel, the Jumpman.
Fam, them joints look like white cements, 88s,
They do, that's why
Fire
I got 'em.
Reds. They look like Cardinals for tad bit. Cardinals got
They
yellow
do.
and gold on them a bit, but I was like, them joints is clean.
I know, and that's why I'm like, you know what? Even if it looks like that, cool. I'll wear these, and I'll keep my 88s like on ice.
These unds?
First time today. Yes.
First time today?
Yep.
Dang, this is the second time. Last time you came, you wore what? Travis Scott's?
No, I wore the other 3s. The
88s? Or
The
Reimagines?
Reimagines, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, come on. Anytime I come to the pod, I gotta pull up with something.
You
man.
know what you don't wear though? You don't wear 5s.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? You were right. I got called out on that recently. You're not wrong.
I can't remember the last time I seen you in a 5. It may have been when you worked at Nike, dude. That's no joke.
I gotta be honest. I love fives, and so the Alma Menieres I'm gonna buy.
I'm gonna get the black pair. I'm definitely getting the black pair. I do like the white one a little bit.
I've been finding it hard to wear fives, man.
Fam, you got a 5 tattoo.
I pulled some out a couple of months ago, and I wore them, and I was like looking at them like, I love fives, but they look weird on my foot today. I don't know.
do.
Maybe it's the outfit I was on. I don't know.
I said that's the thing that like, it's like I pull them out. Like I got 2 5s. I got the fire reds and something else in there. And I take them out and I'm like, man, boy, I love Laney's. Yeah. And I'm like, boy, I love the way these 5s look. And I'm like, but I put them on and I'm like, I'm not built for these anymore.
And it's funny because I was wearing them when I was in Chicago early this year for that card show, and people was like, yo, those are the ones. So I was like, okay, they must look okay. But looking down, I was like, I don't know.
Jordans look good on you. 3s, they look good on you. Though.
Yeah, so I like 3s is like one of them ones. So like I'll always wear 3s.
I haven't wore a 3 since, Oscar's 24 now. I was coaching his basketball team, so he was like 13. That was the last time I put a 3 on.
Put some black cements on.
And I was wearing black cements, and I was like just doing layup drills with them, and they cracked, and I was like, these ain't for me.
You got Reimagined, right?
Yeah.
Put them on your feet.
I got Reimagined. I got fire reds. I got something else. I got some stuff. I don't know why. I think I got to tie them up. Like, I don't know. You look good in them. They
Put
look
them on
dope
your feet, man.
They look dope on everybody else. On me, like, I feel like 4s I look cool in. I like 4s.
Yeah.
1s, obviously. That's easy now. The thing
But that's the same height, though. These are the same height as a 4. So if you could get 4s off, you definitely can get 3s off.
I do agree with that. I think I'm going to have to. But I'm going to ask you something, too, about, because I had put on the thing about resale mattering more. Because you undancing sneakers, I'm like, I kind of want to know why, to be honest with you.
I got you. We'll get to that. So let's see. Black toe lows, had to get those. That's a staple. That's fire. I did get some couple fire SBs. I got the Born and Raised.
So you got them?
I did.
Like you got them for retail?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean.
A good price?
I got a good price.
Okay.
I got a good price.
They look fire?
I love. You haven't seen them in person?
No.
If I'd have known that, I'd have brought them.
See, when I didn't like them at first.
I like them.
And then like more and more pictures came out. I was like, oh, these is fire. But like since I really wasn't like that on them as much as everybody else, I was like, I'm not gonna try. Like,
damn, if I'd have known,
I don't
I'd
be
have
that
brought
guy. Really?
And I got Yuto Horigami.
Oh, you got them too? Them look fire.
Those I like.
Them might be one of the best of the year. Like them joints are super clean.
And I didn't think I'd really like them until I knew I'd like them, but once I seen them and then the extra laces, that little pink. Let me tell you something.
You got those for retail?
Joints are hard. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. See, you got the hookup now.
Yes and no. Like I do, but I don't. I'm trying to be
moral
about
like
it.
what you do.
It is one of the perks. Yeah, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, when I need something. And then just like some basic dunks, some court purple dunk lows. Oh, yeah. I like purple, so I had to get them. But that's pretty much it. Something late. Yeah, what about yourself?
I got a couple of just regular gray New Balances, like some 990 something, around those lines.
Okay.
And then I got these one dunks that were white and green swoosh.
Okay.
Like I guess reverse Michigan stain. I don't know.
Yeah.
They okay. I don't know. And then I got satins. They look really nice, man. But like,
do they? I haven't seen them in person yet.
Oh no, they're really nice to me. Look, George said they're fire. Okay. George don't think anything is fire.
I know.
But I just don't know. I think they're for ladies. Because when the first ones came out,
you said that even when the first ones came out.
But when the first one came out, I said that, and then I went to New York and I saw them in Flight Club, and I was like, "These joints is fire."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I could see why." But how long ago was that? The original satins? Good Lord,
that was a while ago.
Oh,
that was a while ago.
Like 2012.
It was
16.
Yeah, 15, 16, something like
that. It
that.
was a really long time ago.
Yeah.
So then these ones, I'm like, I'm gonna definitely go get these ones. And look really nice, but I'm like, oh yeah, these are for girls now. It's really satin. Like
it's like mad satin.
It's satin. Like I'm talking like it. Yeah, I'm like the only satin I can wear is like a starter jacket. And I don't know.
Can't look at your feet and your toes looking extra shimmery and like satiny.
And then I got the like the Red Thunders, the red cement 4s.
Oh,
red,
okay.
Whatever.
I like
cool.
those.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They're all right. I was like, I ain't mad.
That's one of those ones, kind of like these. I'm like, if I see them for a decent price, eventually I'll pick up.
Yeah.
I like the colorway a lot, but I'm not like.
At first, I didn't like the blocking. I thought the red was kind of in a weird spot, even though I know what they did because it was like, whether it was red, green, yellow, blue, it is what it is. But I was like, these ain't too bad. Like, I like these joints. Like, I was like, I may keep these. Like, I was like, actually, I am keeping them. But
Yeah.
I was like, I like them a lot. So, but other than that, that's it. But what's crazy is like, I know we were talking about, like, I'm going to talk about sneakers and stuff, but I'm like, I still find myself getting pickups here and there. And I'm like, that's why I was like, I'm glad down here because you be out, events and stuff. And I was like, you know what? We're going to talk about it.
Yeah. What do you think about the, it wasn't on there, but that shock drop of the Reimagined? I don't know. I want to know your opinion because I don't know how I feel. I really don't. And usually with me, I'm like, I don't care what people think about this. I'm befuddled because I don't know. I've been told more often than not that they're actually fire, but it's all suede, my G. So, I don't know how I feel about that.
What's crazy is like, I forgot I don't know how many pods ago, some Jordan 1 came out. Oh, Flyknits. Remember they had the Flyknit ones? And I remember, like, people were like, oh, my goodness, like, this is crazy. And I was like, fam, don't be surprised if they come out with suede. Like don't be surprised. Like, this is Nike. They're going to come out with it eventually. And then when they finally came out with an all suede one, I was like, I don't know if Royal is the first one I would have expected to be all suede. I think I would have expected a bread to be all suede. I don't know. I don't know why the all suede is throwing everybody off. Because we love suede. We love good suede.
We do.
But I can't think of a time where I was like, suede, I don't know about that. I don't know what it is. Huh? I think it's just a Jordan 1. Like,
I'm confused. And here's why I'm confused. Why are they calling it a reimagined? Now, I get it to a degree. But, right, the Reimagined 3 is literally just a retro of the 3. They didn't do anything different to it. They just gave it that little, like, look of it being old, vintage, right? Yeah. The vintage. Same with the Chicago. They really didn't do anything different to it. They just gave it a vintage look. So why is this considered reimagined by... That's maybe where I'm confused. I'm like, maybe call it something different, but don't call it like, oh, this is a reimagined OG when it's not. Maybe I'm just...
No, I understand that because I was like, they didn't stick with the pattern. They just
like if you'd have given me... Bro, imagine if they gave us the Royal as the reimagined Chicago. Beautiful leather, supple leather with the OG box, and I'd go crazy.
Make it a little rough, the little leather.
Yeah,
a little bit
but
rough.
now, like with this one, again, bro, I had the early access to it.
Oh, you did? See,
I didn't
even get it. I was shocked. Like,
you know what's crazy? I had early access, didn't do it. Then 4 hours later, it goes, you still have an hour left to potentially get it, which let me know
nobody wanted it.
Oh, it's not hot in the streets like that. If you had to remind me, I can get it early.
But did you get access to the other ones? You know how they said, like, if you took L's... Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No, but that's why I was surprised they even gave me this. Because usually, I told you, me and sneakers, we have a weird relationship. So usually when they do give me early access, it's the Pandas.
Oh, okay.
I got enough.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. So it's like...
I still get access.
Yeah, and I've bought like 2 or 3 dumb because I'm like, oh, I guess I feel like I have to. But like with this one, I'm like, ooh, something good. But the whole time I was like... Do I? I kept adding it. It was there. Check out. Didn't do it. I could do it, but it's...
I think I probably would have if I got it and just returned it if I didn't like it.
I didn't want to do all that. I have to... I genuinely, for this one, I have to see it.
I seen people like... I mean, that's the internet, but like some pictures I thought like, okay, these is fire. And then I seen some like, it's not for me. I don't know, man.
I've yet to see one Kith filter pick to make me go, all right, I got to do it.
There's this cat that's like, I don't know. I see him get posted every once in a while on pages. He's like a teacher and he wears sneakers to school or something.
Yeah, I've seen him.
AD sneaks.
The dude that's always like wearing different shit in his class.
He takes really good pictures. And he took and I was like, okay, them look dope. But like, you know, when you in a photography studio and you know how to hit it right, you can make anything look fire. I just don't know if it's worth my money.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Because I'm like, the Satins, I'm going to probably take those back. They're not for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, $191 for them. Like, God. Like,
I know.
It's not to where, like, right now, and like I said, we're going to talk about it a little bit more, but, like, I'm at that point to where just buying it, like, oh, I copped, oh, whatever, it's in the closet. Nothing has much value anymore. So it's like sitting on it, you know what I mean? Like, I could take this back and get my 200 back, or I can't even resell it because it's like 130.
Not anytime soon. And then, unfortunately, specifically with the satin, that's not even the one that's going to go for a lot. The one that's numbered is going to go for a lot. You've been seeing a lot of the posts where people are like, well, this one, because it's got the number, goes for 2 bands, but
Correct.
this one doesn't, goes for 200.
Do
So
you know how different they are, or are they different?
from what I've seen, they look identical. The only
Yeah.
thing that's different is one's numbered, one's not.
See, I seen a guy do like which is the whatever year pair, which is the other one, and you never know, they could be just making content. I never know.
Subtle differences, but nothing crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know if I want the Reimagined joint. I have to see it myself. I've yet to see it in person. One hasn't come to the warehouse. I don't know anybody that has one.
Yeah, if anybody will, I expect to see it already. It'd be you.
I haven't seen it yet. So I'm waiting. I know I'm going to see it, and when I do, I'll make a decision. And I know I can cop for retail, but I'm not geeked.
Yeah, I
gotta
think
be
that's
honest.
part of it as well, where I feel like I could get it later, I think, if I really wanted to.
And then to take a step further, maybe I've been trying to think, what recent Jordan 1 has come out that is all suede?
There hasn't been one. I mean, there has been
There's
a couple
been ones
in the
like,
past.
I know, like Jim Reds. Remember, like those were like majority suede. Remember the
Yeah.
nice ones you want? The
And
really,
they had like a 3-pack, wasn't it? It was a red one, a all blue one.
yeah. But I mean, like, there hasn't been one recently, to my knowledge. So if there has been one, don't kill me out there, y'all. I don't remember every single one that's come out, but an all suede Jordan 1, I don't recall. So like, I don't know. I'm not too excited to.
But why is it the suede? That's the problem.
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
see, that's what I don't get.
I'm conditioned for a Jordan 1 to be leather.
Yeah, but see, my thing right now with Jordan 1s and Dunks, like, I'm more interested in SBs now because the regular, like, Jordan 1s and Dunks now have gotten to the point with me where it's like, you're seeing one, you're seeing them all.
Yeah.
Even, they could be completely different colors. One's red, one's black. But it's like, you're seeing one, you're seeing them all. Like, it's so much to where I can't tell the difference anymore.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'll see some cats come with, like, some of the ones I pass on. And I'm like, oh, like that mauve purple one. I'm like, man, come on now. That wasn't even necessary. But I saw this cat one, I'm like, oh, that was all right.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? The brotherly love ones, I wasn't, the brotherly, they look like for Qs, or yellow and
You
purple.
know, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
I didn't think much about them. I didn't like them. I seen people be wearing them. I'm like, oh, they ain't too
They're
bad.
like, it's straight,
Like,
yeah.
they know what they doing with it. Like, I just didn't know what to do with it. But I just don't look at Jordan 1s anymore and go like, ooh.
You can't. There's too many.
Like,
And when dudes do that, I'm like, stop. Like,
Yeah.
you're not seeing anything out the ordinary.
No.
Don't do that. Like, yo, what was it? We got University Blue Toes. I'm like, that's the same one we saw like 2 months ago. Let's stop. Relax.
and you know what's crazy is like, and you know when we really noticed that was taxis. And it was like, fam, this is what we've been waiting for. And it was like,
I agree.
black
I'm like,
toe lows. Fam, them joints is like $65 some
I know.
places.
That's
like,
why I got some. I
come
got some for
on,
under
man.
retail. I'm like, and as long as I keep seeing them in my size under retail, I'll buy a couple more because I love that shoe.
Yeah, I mean, I wear my bread still and all that. Like, I got bread low, shadow. I got all of them.
Well, you
original,
guys are like OG
except
low.
Chicago's. So
Yeah.
I don't got Chicago's though, and it's like, every time they come over to low, I'm like, okay, I need like the Chris Paul's drop today. I didn't try. I'm
good.
I didn't care for those.
I'm good.
They look like neutral grays,
Yeah,
but
I'm
suede
straight.
with flowers.
I know. That's the thing. I already have neutral grays.
I don't understand. Actually, we do this. All right, let's see what's coming out this week. I don't know if you got Goat app. You got Goat app?
I
Let me
don't.
text you. I'll text you the pictures.
I don't.
Just so you can have pictures
Okay.
of what I'm gonna look at. Let's see.
Let me know, man.
Here we go. Look at that. You got no Goat app and all that.
I might. I don't need to.
No, that's good.
Bro, after I left the previous spot, all them like reseller sites and everything, I'm like, nah, I'm chilling.
Well, you doing big things now.
I'm
so
chilling, man.
I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, there's one thing, like, you know how to bounce back.
We have to. I appreciate
like,
that.
I'll just pick out a few things out of all this. Since we don't do every week now, we do every other week, so I'll just see a few on here. Looks like a Dunk Low Playful Pink Paris Gobel. You know who
Okay.
that is?
Nope. I like it though. It's cool.
I'm not mad at it.
For women, it's
you
a
know,
vibe.
Looks like an AKA or something like
It's a
that.
vibe.
You know, it's
For those,
alright.
look, that's right there. In case y'all didn't see.
That joint all right. The Chris Paul's came out today.
I'm okay on that.
If I'm Chris Paul, and he's a Jordan Brand athlete, and I got the opportunity to make a Chris Paul Jordan 1 low, why would you pick these colors? I would not want to pick anything close to similar to something that already exists. It's easy.
I guess I'll have to ask this: if
It's all suede too.
Would I know? I guess I'd have to ask this question: what colorway for Chris Paul would you pick? My man has been on multiple different teams, so if you're not going to go a neutral color, and you are still, I mean, unless you want to do a Warriors colorway since he's on the Warriors right now.
I mean, I would just take an opportunity to like design myself. Like
True.
it don't got to be any team colors.
True.
Like, but this right here is boring.
Yeah.
Like it ain't worth me going on Sneakers app and copping. So,
Yeah.
But shout out to him, man. Looks like a Cortez fur, a green one. I like it. I love Cortezes.
Okay.
A Adidas Don issue number 5.
Okay.
Bright cyan. That's Donovan Mitchell sneaker.
Okay. I'm cool on that.
You don't like it?
No, man, look at it. Like, y'all tell me what we doing.
Look at it.
Like, look at it. You like it?
I think it's okay. I
Okay.
think you know what? This is all I put.
I'm not mad at innovation. It's
I
just-
put it as in the right direction
Okay.
for Adidas basketball. That's where I put it.
because they haven't been in the right direction in a while.
No.
So they're trying.
They're trying. That's how I'll put it. That's definitely better than his other ones to me.
And you know, I'm checks over stripes all day. I will say I like how they're trying more than what Nike's been trying with basketball sneakers.
Thank you.
So I'll give them that. I give them credit.
That's my thing. Because let me tell you something. The Zion, the new Zion, it looks like a Kobe 11, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
To me, Jordan Brand at least tries with its athlete signature sneaker. Nike, I feel like everything, we've talked about it before, everything you look at, you go, oh, it looks like a Kobe. It looks like a something.
Yeah, the D Book joint looks like a Kobe.
Yeah, it looks like a Kobe. It looks like Air Force One. They look like
The John
things.
Morant looks like a Kobe.
It looks like
yeah.
a Kobe. They all do. The Sabrina, whatever, Sanusku, look like a Kobe. Like
The
looks like a
Tatum's
Kyrie.
look similar to like a Kyrie.
Like like
you're
they
right.
all look like something.
You're right.
Let me go to the next picture. Jordan 14 black whites.
Real quick, you didn't like that Jordan Luka 2?
I like the Luka 2 model much better.
I like this.
colorway.
I'm not gonna lie.
Really the Jordan Luka 2 trick shot.
Look, I like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's cool. It's sleek. I like the white.
shoe a lot.
You know what I'm saying? The little ice bottom. I'm not mad at this one.
I think I like the other colorway better, but it's alright.
Okay, I'm not mad at that one. My bad. Keep going.
I'll do the Jordan 14. Jordan 14 black white. This is 2023. I'm like, wait a minute. Did they just think of this colorway? Like,
That's crazy to me. I do like it.
you got any 14s?
Yeah, I got a few.
Okay,
I
I
got a
only
few.
got one.
I've always liked 14s. I
love 14. Oh no, I got 2 14s. I love 14s.
The white and cherry, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I got 3 then. I got those 2.
Black toes, Georgetown's. What's the white and brown colorway? They're like separated, I think, but I have those. I got a couple.
Chutneys or brown?
Chutneys was the girl. I think it was
Gingers?
like white and the Barack Brown or whatever
Oh,
they
I know
call
what you're
them.
talking about. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
But yeah, I like 14s.
Yeah, I had white, red. Them cherries. Did they call
Whatever
them
they
that?
call them. Yeah,
Candy
they
canes. They started calling them
There
candy
you go.
canes.
Cherries,
But that wasn't
candy
what they
cane.
were called, right?
They were not. They were just playoff
okay.
14s to me, I thought.
They were something. I don't remember, but I was like candy.
And then they
cane.
started saying candy cane. I'm like,
whatever.
whatever. Get your shit off.
And then I got last shots and then low top lanies.
There you go. There you go.
What else come out? Neutral gray, 85 lows.
Same one as the other, but okay.
Now, is this one different than the one that we have?
I don't think so because I was looking at it. It looks the same to me as the one we have. And it's funny because I haven't even unds those.
See, I wore it one time and like I disrespected them. I think I wore them in a backyard. Like,
I still have mine. And it's funny. I think I've put them on my foot 8 times to take out when I need something neutral, and I just put it back in the box and do an Air Force.
no. I'm not doing no Solomon with this. There's a Teddy Santis 998.
Okay.
Incense, olive incense. I like this a lot, but I'm just not in the mood.
It's a nice colorway. I don't wear those, but those are cool.
You wear New Balance?
I have 2 550s.
Okay, you never wore them?
I wore them once.
Oh, really?
I actually like the 550s. That's the
Really?
only New Balance I've worn in a long time.
0 550s.
I like 550s. I'm gonna be honest.
I like them too, and I have a pair coming. Like they have some like vintage ones coming out pretty soon.
Okay.
And I asked a friend, my homie, for them, but I mean, I don't know.
I bought them. Somebody was live. I seen a pair. It was a DS pair. Nobody was bidding. It was like $60. I'm like, yeah, see what's up. Joints is alright.
Yeah,
The
see,
white-
like I like prices like that.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to pay like I wanted the ALD ones.
I still want those.
Yeah,
but
because,
I'm not
like,
paying 3+.
I'm not either.
Or whatever they're going for now.
And I never bought from his site because everybody has bad experiences. Like they take years to get and all that. I was like, I ain't got time for
Like
that.
they still making stuff.
Another Sabrina one looks like it's called Bonded.
Yep.
Have you seen
cool.
one of those in person?
I have not.
Me neither.
I have not. I'm cool. on that.
Looks like a safety orange Air Max 1 women's.
Shout out to the women.
I mean, I have the Magmas.
I feel like this pair's come out a couple of times. They cool.
Yeah, they fire, but you know. Mischief got another big boot coming out. It's black though this time. It's called Big Red Boot Black.
Have you seen them in person?
I've never seen them in person.
We got some in the warehouse. They're funny.
Look, man. If them joints were $60, I probably have a pair.
I don't mind showing. Look,
Just
this
for fun.
This is Makai wearing them.
Oh, has he got a pair?
Hell no.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
buy them. They was at the
Oh.
warehouse and they came and they tried them on.
That's
NJ.
tight.
Yeah.
But see, that to me is who it's for.
That's who it's for. But when
Like-
I see grown men trying to look, you guys do what you want. Y'all grown, y'all got money. But when y'all trying to put fits together,
That's the problem.
if you wear it as like a joke, like, oh yeah, look at these joints. All right, cool. But when you try to get your shit off, no.
Like, and I feel the way about Crocs. I ain't got no problem with Crocs. But when
still
you
do.
start trying to get your fit right
Yeah,
with it,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
buddy, like, you want to throw some hoop shorts on with it or some tearaways and go down the street real quick for a minute, go grab some lunch, I ain't mad at
But when
you.
you trying to step
But
out,
when you got a fit grid on the thing and they got a fam, put them back.
Nope.
Now, the boots, like I said, if my kids wanted the boots and they was like $45, fine.
as they should, yeah.
But whatever what are these 300 retail?
they go for a lot.
They smoking.
They go
man.
for a lot.
But like I've been seeing cats like videos of like people at sneaker events wearing them, like legit wearing them.
Fam, all day. And I'm like, two things. I know your feet hurt and I know they stink. You can't tell me nothing.
I know them joints are sweaty in there.
Big facts.
Looks like a Dunk Mid Halloween Headless Horseman.
Now, I'm going to be honest. If this was a low, I'd want them.
How you feel about Dunk Mids?
I've never liked dunk mids. I think the only dunk mid I ever liked, there's two of them, maybe three.
Come on, you know what they are.
No.
I know what one of them is. Come on.
What's one of them?
It gotta be Supreme.
Supreme.
Oh,
okay.
Quilted.
Okay.
You never liked those, Don?
No, I did. Okay.
Okay.
So those, and then this is random, but I'm a Ninja Turtle fan. The Donatellos, I always like those.
I think George had those. I like those ones.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
those.
wait a
lot.
minute. With the Velcro?
Yeah.
No.
A lot of mids have Velcro, and I like those.
But when did they get rid of the Velcro on these mids?
It had to be recent because a lot of the mids had Velcro.
All of
because
them
the
did.
other one I like, I don't recall the
Bears.
name. Huh?
Did you like the bear one?
I did not.
Okay, I don't like any bears.
Yeah, I did
They're
not.
okay.
None of the bears? You don't like the lows?
I thought they were fine. I mean,
I like those. Papa Bears. That's Papa Bear, right?
I thought Papa Bear was the high blue.
So is Mama Bear lows?
I think Mama Bear was the one with the mid.
Okay.
The low was Baby Bear. What color was
No,
the
Baby Bear one color or low.
Hold on,
I could be
let me
wrong.
see.
It's been a while.
Bears Dunks. Let me see.
I've only liked 3 or 4 of the mids, personally.
Okay. I feel like there's another mid I like. Oh yeah. So 3 Bears. That's Baby Bear, right?
Okay, there you go. That's the one I
that's
like.
Baby Bear. Yeah.
That's
This
the one
one's
I like.
fire. And then Papa Bear was just the tall one.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so Mama Bear is, if that's the mid, I didn't like that.
Mama Bear was it's okay. They had the green up there.
Nope. I know
Really?
that one.
Oh, okay.
I never liked the mid. I only liked a couple of them.
I thought the Dunk Bears, the shoe shape was crazy. They looked,
I like the low.
them joints was wide.
Now, would I wear it now? Probably not.
Nah.
Because I don't need some furry toes walking around, especially in AZ.
Yeah.
But they do.
What about Grateful Dead? Did you like those?
None of them. I hit the yellow pair for
That's
retail.
right, you did have a pair.
And I sold it. But no, I didn't like any of them. It's too much for me.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at them. It was just way too
I'm
much for
straight.
me.
I like the concept. And the execution was cool. I'm straight.
Yeah, I think probably the one I did like the most was the yellow. But these Halloween ones, I ain't mad at them. And I think I would give a mid dunk a shot. I feel like I can't say I like mid dunks. I mean, like, I can't say I like the Supreme one.
I agree.
And like the rest.
Same
like,
with, yeah, I agree.
But like, that Supreme one is an all-time great.
I just haven't looked at a mid in so long. That's why I'm automatic. But I actually like the way this one looks. So I'm not
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. It looks like the Air Force Low.
Oh, yeah. Looks like another KD3 Aunt Pearl. I don't know who acts with KD3s. I don't get it.
That's one of the worst ones.
Dunk Low Red Panda. You like those?
I do. I actually
too.
do. I like that a lot. I think the quality on that looks fire.
I do too.
I like those, and that's a really, really fire, like, fall vibe. That's a fall vibe to me. I like these a lot, to be honest.
Is this you gonna try though?
I'm gonna try these.
Really?
Yeah, I actually like these.
I think I may try.
Yeah, because see, this is what I'm talking about. We've always said it before, like, how many more colorways can Nike come with on Dunks?
Right.
Like, how many can they? So when they do stuff like this is different. We haven't seen this.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the color blocking on it. It's a fire color. Looks like really, really good suede too. I'm here for it.
You know what's funny? If the midsole wasn't black or brown, whatever, I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
Because if it would have been white, I feel like, oh, it's just a
Or
dunk.
even that. What if it was that cream color?
I probably still would have been like, oh,
think so?
another dunk. Like,
Yeah.
I think the different color midsole is what does it for me. I like the tweed tongue too. The tongue got like
That's what I'm saying. This is cool. I like that. I feel like you can actually get a nice, like, actual nice outfit off.
Yeah, I like
this
some
one.
joints. Looks like a Nocta Glide. Have you seen those in person?
Trash.
When he first wore them, I was like, ooh, paying nod to the Jason kids. Like, ooh, saw him on the at the sideline during the Raptors game. It was like, okay, Drake, finally, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Them joints suck.
I can't do it. I've seen them.
They suck.
Big trash. Shout out to Drake. Not this one, player. Sorry.
Hold on.
It's okay.
I did not like it.
It's okay. It's not for me, which is fine. Fam, I've been saying this about Drake. He's on the same 5-year run. I feel like you could put on his album from 2 years ago, press play, and it's gonna sound similar to today.
You think so?
CLB sounds the same. The 21 Savage joint sounds the same. The Her Loss. Aside from his club album, his dance album, which I like. A lot of people didn't. I did like that
I
one.
never listened to it.
Oh, it's fire. It's a bop. His little house joint. But this one, to me, it's all the similar, like, beats and similar, like, rhyme patterns. Aside from his, like, timestamp records and a couple of the other ones, his younger sounding records sound the same.
I just, in my mind, like I was telling people, I was like, when a Drake album comes out, I compare Drake to Drake.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, is this better than the other album that came out this year? I'm not comparing to other rappers. I'm not doing nothing like that. Drake in his own league. When Drake drops an album, is this album better than your last? Is this better than the other one? Is this better? And you rank them. This one right here, I listened to it as soon as I got in the car. I was like, oh, well, shoot it. It came out. I'm headed to work. Why not? I was just very disappointed in it. I think in my mind, regardless of like what Drake album you may think personally is a classic or is your favorite, you still feel like Drake got a little more left.
Oh, yeah, you would think so.
So-
Or like he's getting better with time.
Yeah, something, because like even when you want to count Drake out, man, he still pull up with a banger. You be like,
That's what I was going to say. That's what makes me mad, because we know when he wants to, he can do it. Even the timestamp joints, when he just says, I'm going to flow. I'm 8 a.m. here. I'm going to flow. And we're like, there he is.
yeah.
But then he does the BS he did next to J. Cole, Charlene, Darlene,
no.
pack him his sardines. I'm like, Drake, you're better than that.
That was
Stop it.
embarrassing.
You're better than that.
Like, that was embarrassing.
We know what you're doing. You're better than that. Don't do that again.
Yeah, because here's the thing too. When we were obviously growing up, albums used to come out. An artist put out an album every year, sometimes twice a year. Like, we knew that was coming. These artists now, like, we ain't getting another Drake maybe until like a couple years, 2 years. Like,
Now, yeah.
they don't drop albums. Now, Drake will, you know what? I'm not going to include Drake in that, because
He's been putting out a lot.
Drake will hit us with a 21 Savage collab thing, and he'll
Yeah.
drop a CLB, and he'll come out with he'll do some things. So Drake doesn't really count. So like, I got enough music from Drake to where I'm like, okay, hey, yeah,
All of us are good for a while.
you
Go
know,
take
I'm
a break.
good for a minute. You know what I mean? But like, so like, he comes up with an album that's bad. It's not that we think Drake is bad. It's just like, dang, man, I was really waiting for this joint.
Yeah.
Like, it takes me a minute to listen to albums sometimes, but this one I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this.
Okay.
one. This gotta be okay, Drake. I'm gonna listen to it. Nah, and I definitely can't wait for another J. Cole to come out, because J. Cole been killing it. All right, J. Cole has been killing it.
Man.
All right.
Yeah, I like J. Cole. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's not even a hot take. This is how I've always felt. J. Cole is him. Nobody can top J. Cole. I think next to Wayne, he's been on a feature run that is insane.
Insane.
I don't know if I could do full length J. Cole projects.
Really?
Aside from Forest Hills Drive, which to me is still his best album he's ever put out.
I like Born Sinners. Was it Born Sinners?
I like Forest Hills a lot more. it's tough for me to listen to an entire J. Cole project. It's tough.
I think as he's gone on, I think I would agree with that.
It's tough. What's the last one that was called that with the
it looked like a mural
backboard that's like on fire?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That album was really good.
It was really good.
But I don't go back to it. It's tough for me to do a full length J. Cole album. Now, these features he's on, if he does a collab album with somebody, I'm all in. When they did the what's the name of their Dream?
Dreamville?
Dreamville, yeah. The Dreamville album. Amazing. Beautiful. Fire. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of J. Cole I can get with. Features, you do a one song here, one song there. You with somebody, JID was going crazy on there. Even had the baby sounding good on that album.
Fire.
Oh, full length by himself, J. Cole, I can't do it. It's been a while.
I mean, that's probably a good point about J. Cole. I don't go back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't be like, yo, me that hit in the car, I don't go back to it. Like,
and that's why I put Kendrick, when they say who's the top 3, that's why I put Kendrick over that, because I'll go to a Kendrick album any day of the week. I can replay. Even I know a lot of people didn't like Mr. Morale and the Stepper. I love that album still.
I didn't at first, but I love it.
I still do. I can go back to it. I can go back to Damn. I can go back to Good Kid, Mad City. I can go back to Pimp a Butterfly.
See,
any day of the week.
Damn is the only one I liked immediately right off the bat. The other ones took me a minute to get
Good Kid took you a minute?
Hold on now.
Whoa.
I was a Kendrick fan.
And you were don't do that.
I was a Kendrick fan before Kendrick was any. I was like, who is this little weirdo?
Okay.
Fire. But then when I heard the albums, I think I was so West Coast thinking that, like, I thought it was a little bit more, because I've first seen them in like it was a blood video.
Yeah.
It was clearly a blood video.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm thinking he's sort of on that time. He was way better than that. So it took me some listens to come around to it. And then like hear other people talk about it and then go back to it. So I could do that. What's the one called now? Morale?
Yeah, Morale. Yeah.
I didn't at first. You know what got me liking it? I went into a shoe palace.
Okay.
Went into Shoe Palace, they were playing the music, and I was like, what is this? I had no idea what it was. I did the Shazam thing, and I like this.
Yo, you Shazam that joint?
I looked at this, I said, hold on now.
Yeah.
I know this joint. I put that joint back in, listen out. Oh, this album fire.
Oh, it's a
It took me a minute. Because
understand.
some of these songs, I know they sound better elsewhere.
That's true.
Like this Drake album, I'm listening to it in my car, I'm waking up for work. I'm going to work. I ain't lit no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's Drake. It's fine. It doesn't suck. It ain't fire. It's just, meh. But I know soon as that joint hit the city, hit something, and I hear it, what is this? It's on the Drake. I'm like, oh, that's fire.
It's true because like even, I try to listen to the album in its totality, like somewhere quiet, so I can actually like just listen and dive in. I'll do it in the car, I'll do it at the house, and it's like, okay, whatever. But when I'm at work, we're in the warehouse and we're blasting it, and when I'm doing something, I'm like, okay, the joint with him and Yeet on there, I'm like, and I don't even like, I'm not a Yeet fan like that. That's a young dude, don't know much about him. Bro, that joint is crazy to me. When it's loud, bro, I'm in there going crazy.
That's what it is.
It's the setting. It's got to be the setting.
But even for the one with the house music type vibe, I never listened to it one time.
That joint's crazy.
And then somebody goes, but when you in the right setting or you in the right place and you hear it and you go, yo, what is this?
Yeah, if you're at brunch.
So the Drake joint, you be like, okay.
If you're at brunch, hips are moving and you're doing it. I don't care what you say. You got a mimosa in hand.
Because I definitely didn't care for the 21 Savage joint. What's the joint called?
Really?
I didn't at first.
For Her Loss?
I didn't at first.
See, now I love that album off the rip.
Hold on. I listened to it. I was like, I'm not a 21 fan. Come on, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Come on, Don.
I hated 21 when he came out.
Don, you still hate.
Everybody stop. I hated him when he came out, but I can't deny the run he's been on.
Don,
don't do that. Don. 21 Savage has been doing okay out here. What don't you like about him?
He's gotten better.
That's my point. When he first came out, like in the freshman, when they was doing the freestyles and all his first, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I don't know what happened. You know what I did?
The Metro Boomin album he had was fine.
Even before that. The joint with J. Cole, a lot.
Fire, a lot.
What?
That got me listening more.
Exactly. And then he put out a mixtape. She was all right. And then the Metro Boomin joint, she was all right. And then he started killing features. It was all right. And then before you knew it, 21's out here. This album came out. Hey, I'm not saying I'm a fan, but he's doing okay.
Now, Okay, that's a good way to put it. I listened to Her Loss, and I was like, fam, come on, man, what is this? So he like, I'm like, come on.
I like it.
I don't know where I was, and I heard, shoot, what's the Spin About You?
Yeah.
I heard that, and I was like, what is this? And
Yes,
they was like, "Yo, it's
sir.
hard." I was like, okay, let me get back in the whip
Yep.
real quick. Let me press play, and I was like, okay, this
be-
joint fire. There's a grip of joints on there that's fire.
I like that
though.
album. And that is the Drake that I like, because Drake was getting in his bag,
Me too.
multiple bags. He was spitting, and then when he started talking to the females, he was talking.
I like it.
And
But for me, too, I don't think Drake can sing.
okay.
I've
well,
never
of course
thought
he
it.
can't.
Okay.
But that's what we like. I think he knows he can't sing. When
Yeah,
he
but
came out early on,
Yeah, but knowing you can't sing and then making like an album with 20 plus songs on it and a majority of half is a lot of singing,
but
that
he's
sucks.
talking that shit though, so and we're okay with that. I like it. And you know it works, okay? Not everyone could do it, but it works.
I seen cats like, yo, it's prime R&B bag. I'm like, buddy.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Holding a note, being able to hold a note doesn't mean you can sing.
He knows he ain't. He's melodic, but he can't hit a tune.
That's
We
what
know
it
that.
is. Just like, you know
Yeah.
what I do. That's fine. Now you with the R&B, you know, I'm talking about some R. Kelly. I'm talking about, you know, we ain't talking about no more, but like, not some R&B to me. You know, I'm
Did you
talking
listen to
about.
that Diddy album?
Oh, I forgot all about it. Is it fire? I forgot all about it.
I'm gonna be honest. Everyone that knows me knows that's one of my favorite albums.
Because
of the
I
year.
love Last Year in Paris.
No, let me tell you something. This album is called classic. I'm saying it now. It's a classic.
The Diddy one.
The Diddy
I'm
Love
getting in
album
car,
off the
listen to that
Grip
now.
is a classic.
I completely forgot about it. I was like, I'm waiting for this to come out because I love Last Year in Paris. I'm sorry. That joint's fire to me.
Bro, he had people sound. He made Justin Bieber. If you ever didn't like Justin Bieber as an R&B head, you'll like him now. Justin Bieber killed it on here. The Weeknd killed it on here. Tiana Taylor killed it on here.
I'm gonna have
Mary
to listen
sound
to it.
beautiful. Her sounded beautiful.
That's
Dream
R&B.
sound fire.
Dream is on it too?
Jacquees sound fire. He's got joints.
Oh, okay.
Every song is fire to me.
When we leave here, I'm getting in the car. I'm listening to that.
Shout out to Diddy, man. You killed that album.
Let's do releases.
All right, my bad.
So we get going.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I like talking about.
Yeah.
KD16 like the KD16?
No. Sorry.
Yeah, it just looks huge. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm cool. Sorry.
Looks like a Mellow Ball 3 Toxic. No thanks.
I kind of like it.
No, that's too much.
I'm not gonna wear it, but I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at the shoe.
But you know what though? It
He's
fits
like that.
his.
His personality.
Although I will say, bro, he's on the clock.
With what?
He better play.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying because like the thing I don't like about, and it's fine. It is what it is. But like he just got this max contract. He's got this shoe. The one thing I don't understand is why they keep making shoes with players that are injured. Same with Zion. I know Zion is him when he's healthy, but that bro ain't been healthy in a minute. So why does he continue to get the privilege to make a shoe when you ain't healthy?
I look at that as great agents. Whenever they come up with these sneaker deals, they come up with these great deals because you know, I don't know if anybody's buying Zions. These kids are buying these Mellows.
Well, the Mellows are dope.
Yeah,
but why
I got
they-
a couple Mellows.
I like them.
Yeah.
I really do. But he ain't playing.
Yeah, and then when he comes back, he gets hurt again. He comes back, gets hurt again. And then also, you in Charlotte. This
I
ain't
know.
1998. You know,
Yeah.
when we used to love the Hornets, it ain't that.
You trying to be fly
time.
my G and you in Charlotte. You're right.
You know, your games, you may get like one national TV game a year. You got to make the playoffs to be on national TV,
Yeah.
and they can't do that. I don't know. Everybody on their team to me look the same too. They all like slim guards.
And that's unfortunate because he is really, when he's healthy,
really good.
bro. He's off the chain.
Like, I enjoy watching him play.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at him and I go, okay, he a cool cat. Like, he a young cool cat. You know, he a little bit too much for me, but like, you know, shout out to him. Though.
Yeah.
Like, he himself.
They need to stop making shoes for dudes that don't play. Just saying, just being honest.
Looks like a Reebok above the rim pump vertical.
Shout out, man.
Look, I remember when these came out, man, and I was a huge Reebok fan. I know we got Reebok. We're gonna talk about it. I'm not mad at these, but I think these are like retail 150. Though I'm not giving you 150 for a Reebok today.
It should be 90.
Fam, 90. I'll think about it. I'm gonna go on sale for 61.
I'd say 100 because if you're trying to give us it's an above the rim like collab or whatever, or like an ode to the
Got
movie.
a pump and all
Cool,
that.
I'll give you 100. But fam, stop.
And you know what? Here's the thing. This there's nobody who doesn't think Above the Rim is a classic.
Of course it
It's a
is.
classic. But you gotta incorporate both to get people to care about this.
Yeah.
Like you gotta really put that money behind, like, yo, the movie, show the you gotta do some stuff. Just telling me, yo, this the Above the Rim fan, that ain't gonna do it for me. Not at
Yeah.
that price.
Exactly.
Social Status, Mac Attack. I got that on the docket too. Bad Bunny CL. You like that one?
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't know if I'm gonna try for them, but it's not bad.
I don't either. Like I don't think I'm gonna do all
It's
that.
a dope color, and I like it. It's not bad.
You like Bad Bunny?
Hell yeah. How can you not?
So
I don't understand what he says, but I'm gonna tell you something. Put Bad Bunny on anywhere.
let me tell you something. My kids speak Spanish, you know, because I'm a white.
Yeah, of
Hispanic.
course.
I get in the car. We'll get in the car, and they listen. My wife listens to Bad Bunny. Listen to it. I didn't know a Bad Bunny song. I would have had no idea. I don't know Bad Bunny, J Balvin. I don't know whose song. Let me tell you something, boy. Bad Bunny, alright. No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Bad Bunny's got amazing production on them albums.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You can't.
Them Bad Bunnies, I don't know what he talking about.
Don't have to.
He throw a little English in there here and there. Them joints is some fire.
They go
dude.
off.
And if you out here single and you out here in Miami, you somewhere in one of them, I can see it. I can see
Go
the girls
to a
going
Bad Bunny.
crazy.
I can never go to a Bad Bunny concert. Number one, because his tickets are $1
I ain't
million
paying
a
for
piece,
it.
and I can't do that. And he's doing like crazy stadiums, 3 nights, sold out, 2 years before release date or whatever.
I gotta win tickets to go to that.
Exactly, bro. Bad Bunny's him.
There's another cat too. What's his name? Peso Plumo.
Oh, I don't know about him.
I don't. My brother-in-law put me on to him. We were like at the house doing some
Is that
Mexican
someone else
stuff.
I should listen to? I listen to this stuff
Fam, you gotta listen to it.
because
I forgot. I maybe said the name wrong, but it's Peso Pluma, something.
Okay.
And I was like, let me listen to this young cat. I don't know what they talking about, but it's a little something.
Listen to me. I'm here for it. It's a vibe to me.
It's you gotta listen to it.
It's a vibe.
It'll put you in a mood.
Yeah.
It's really a vibe. See, when people say a vibe, that's a vibe.
It's a vibe. When you put Bad Bunny on, you especially when you don't know what he's talking about, I'm looking for a specific vibe.
it's a vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's something that you know exactly where you want to hear it. It's one of those things that work wherever you are, you hear it, but then you can picture the exact perfect spot for this. You'd be like, boy, if I was in my younger days, boy, and I was on the streets,
This might be different.
Boy, let this ring off in the club.
That's facts.
Cherry 12's dropping.
For the culture, I got to get them.
You don't got them already?
I didn't like the 09 retro.
Okay.
And I had OGs,
I got them still.
but I didn't like the 09 retro because it was too slender. And I remember the toe, like, I didn't like the way the toe looked.
Yeah.
This looks true to the OG. So for the culture, I have to get it. So,
I have
it's a
the
white red
OG
12.
ones, but the back with the 23 is peeled
Yeah.
down. I'm not, but I want to.
I am.
And
Because we've been saying this forever. Like, yo, when they drop that cherry, when they drop bro, 09.
these joints look nice.
I have to. They
boy.
look good. That
You know
leather
what
looks
makes me
very
really
good.
want to do this? And I don't know if anybody feels this way anymore about like sneakers like this. People were posting online Jordan in them.
Mm-hmm.
Something about Jordan in the Bulls uniform getting down on defense and you see him made me go, oh no, man, I may have to do something about. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The retro playoff 12, the playoff one that came out, that joint was fire.
Amazing quality.
Period.
Yeah.
That joint was stupid fire. These right here, I think are gonna be the same.
I'm going to do it. I've already convinced
you know
myself.
what?
I'm going to. You have to. Come on.
Come
do
on,
that.
let me pass the slide before I say something crazy. I may have to.
Yeah, come on, man.
Looks like a Halloween dunk come out on the 30th. I mean, sorry, Halloween Air Force One.
I'm
It looks
not
like something else.
I'm not mad at it. I'm kind of mad, but I'm not mad. I'll be honest with you. I like the insole more.
What's on the insole?
The insole is like a jack-o'-lantern, like
really?
a dope-looking jack-o'-lantern. I like that more.
See,
and
that
then
to me is something I want to see on the outside.
exactly, and I do. If you can't see it from here, but like the little on the laces, it's like a jack-o'-lantern as well.
Oh, is that what I said? Like
Yeah.
something on there.
So it's cool.
You copping? You Air Force guy?
I love these. Probably not.
Okay.
It's not Halloween enough to me.
Yeah, I think like if I'm at that point to where I'm like, I need a Halloween joint, it gotta be Halloween.
And I'll be honest, out of all the Air Force Halloweens that's come out, I only like the 05, the original one, the 06 with the split down the middle, and then the Frankenstein. It's the only Halloween joints I like.
Yeah, is there other ones? So what are the other ones?
So there was there's been different ones. There was like,
I feel like there's other ones that just look
the purple, what's it called? Damn, why am I drawing the bones, the skulls?
Oh, you like those?
Purple skulls, the skeletons.
ones?
Yeah, right.
Really? You don't got any of those?
No, it's a skeleton on the outside. It's
I
kinda
thought that
tacky.
was kind of fire.
Tacky.
Really?
Tacky. The black one's a little tacky. White one's-
Really?
It's a skeleton, bruh.
I mean, it's Halloween.
It's all right.
I was like, okay.
They're cool. Sorry.
What would you want on it?
I want it to be orange or black, or it's black. I don't
They got
like
a
'em.
black one.
I gotta be honest,
and
y'all.
purple.
I don't like them.
You
Sorry,
consider purple Halloween color?
I don't like them.
Okay. Is it the bones?
It's the bones.
But that's a Halloween one.
I don't like it.
Really?
I don't know why. Now I have no excuse. I just don't like it.
I thought that was a good,
I think
like,
it's too
okay.
much.
Really?
Bro, it's on the entire side of the shoe.
Yeah, but it's a foot.
Now, the first one that came out had a little skeleton on the back, like a little insignia. Love it. That's why it's my favorite one. And then there was one in 2021 that came out that's predominantly black and orange, little suede on it. I like that. It's
think
called
I
the
know what you're
Halloween
talking about, yeah.
2021. The Frankenstein's dope,
Frank's that was fire.
amazing.
That's beautiful.
And then skeleton's just cool.
Really? I really thought about buying that because I was like, okay, this is a nice little way to Halloween. It ain't a gigantic pumpkin on it. It ain't bats. It ain't something crazy. Now, the Dunk Mummy one,
I still need them. I love that shit.
I didn't care for it at first. I saw them in
that.
person. I was like, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Them joints glow. You know how shoes glow in the dark?
Yeah.
That joint glows.
That one was a very nice way to do a Halloween sneaker. I thought that was dope. So, but
They look whack used though. Y'all that
wait, what do you mean used?
You know
Like,
how-
worn or like they ripped
worn
the stuff off? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that shoe for some reason. Some shoes like look okay worn.
Yeah.
The mummies I've seen like beat joints look crazy. beat.
Really?
Stop beating
Yeah.
your shoes up like that.
I seen them at it was a sneaker event, and I was like, okay, I could see these.
I like 'em.
These joints is alright.
Yeah.
That's about it. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share the podcast. Done.
What's up, bro?
So, like I said, you had said, you had thought about this as well. And the reason why I thought about this with you is because with where you work, you go to events everywhere, travel, do this and that. And like, everybody's been talking about like sneakers is different. Like it's changed and it's like different layers of change. But then I go online and I see all these events and them joints are still cracking. So I was like, is sneakers really done or is it just in our head?
I mean, what do you think? Because I'll tell you. I'll tell you from what I see. Number one, the events are cracking to a degree in the sense that people show up, but I think everybody's showing up for. It's different. When we used to go to events, you would go because you want to buy something.
Yeah.
You're looking for one or two ways. You can either be the person that's looking to buy something that you haven't seen or can't find anywhere, or you're on the opposite end where you are displaying your collection. Your collection is more fire than anybody. Now people are going for business transactions. And that's why I said I was thinking about it, because when you look at a lot of these events or a lot of like Got Soul, for example, I'm going out to Got Soul, shout out to them. I'm going out to Dallas in a couple weeks for the event's November 16th, something like that. The only clips you see are cats that are buying out tables.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's all you see, celebrities.
Yeah, it's celebrities or like influencers. Like influencers are sneakerheads now. They're not even going to cop something they want. They're going to cop like, yo, I just cashed out 90 grand. Look at me, I'm balling. And I'm going to turn around and flip these and maybe make 120 or whatever like that. So in a sense, like, are sneakers or are these events cracking? For business transactions, yeah. But if you think you finna go out there and find that one shoe that you've been looking for, it's not going to happen. Those days for me, like going to look and hunt and search, those are dead.
Oh, yeah.
I go to these events still looking for stuff. I want to buy. A lot of times when I go, I'm working, but fam, I want to go buy. But when you look from table to table, and no knock to anybody that out there is selling, I'm not hating on y'all. I get it.
Yeah.
That's the times of the
It's just
market.
the way it is.
You're seeing the same dunks on the same table, same Yeezys, surprisingly, on the same table. Whatever unreleased dunk there is or whatever current dunk is in store, you see an abundance of that.
See, that's the thing that, like, the last time I went to SneakerCon, or one event, I don't know what it was. It's just everybody's a business.
Did you go to one out here?
I had soccer game.
I
that
heard
day.
it was terrible.
I heard it was bad too. Like, I heard it was really, really bad. And I didn't know what that meant though, because I didn't see any pictures of it. And typically SneakerCon will post things on live and stuff. And I went to go look, I didn't see any.
Bro, no, They got in, they got out. I heard it was really bad, like one of the worst.
Because like we had soccer till about 3:30, and I was like, maybe I could just get there quick before 7. I was like, I don't know if it's worth it, like to do it. Look, man, like I said, everybody's a business now, and like you said, like we used to go, like you know what, if I happen to come across a Halloween Frankenstein, you know, and it was like because you knew this was the moment to find something you've been looking for. It's not like that anymore. Now it's like you got a size 4 through 13 of pandas. You got full size runs of stuff and things like that. Like it's not the same in that sense, but like is money being made? Like
so unless
on the outside looking in, it feels like resale isn't a real thing anymore.
Yeah,
like stuff is so cheap now. Fam, these Curries. Come on, man. Curry dunks.
I know.
Like I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I got Saddens. What am I doing? Get the Curries.
I think there's still a resale market for obviously certain pairs. Like your Travis Scotts are always gonna have resale market. Yeah. There are still collab. I think we're in a collab space right now. Like before, collabs were here and there, but like limited edition retail shoes used to go. I think that's gone. The retail market is gone because, like you said, you can go and somebody will have a full size run, and honestly, I'm okay with that. Like. I know I can go to this next event, and if I wanted a second pair of black toe lows, someone's going to have them. And I can say, yo, retail is what, 140? I'll give you 140 because I don't have to pay shipping, tax, nothing. I want them. You have them. Yeah. Let's make this trade. And they're going to do that. So, bro, pandas out the ass. You want pandas for retail, slightly under retail? They're available. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is available. And then you might have one table perched in the corner where that dude's got the heat that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the OG stuff or like that one that you've just been looking for. But he's taxing because he knows I'm the only one in here that has this one pair, the one size is pristine condition. That's why there's a couple tables you'll see they have every hype dunkles, diamonds, Supreme, pigeons. They've got them. But they know they're the only ones that got them. So they can play. They can charge a premium because they know two things. Number one, if you have that PJ Tucker that pulls up, which pulled up at the last 100%. Got sold, and you have his size, he's copping. Especially with cameras in his face, he's copping. Or if a Meek Mill or all these other rappers or entertainers or ballers that pull up, you have that for them, not for the regular consumer. You and I aren't buying those anymore.
See, I remember back in the day,
those days are gone.
When we was young, and like you would hit up an event, Dunk Exchange, anything, whatever it would be. I remember when cats had like. It was multiple tables who had a lobster. Like now it's like you just said, he has a lobster, like a blue lobster. I mean, like a blue or red lobster. You may see some orange and stuff here and there, green, purples, a couple purples here and there, whatnot. But like back in the day, it'd be like he got a blue lobster, but he got the blue lobster with the case. Yeah, he got like you would see that here and now. Nowadays, I look online and like you said, like some cats, I'd be like, yo, this cat has a Wu-Tang. I can think that's what I saw. PJ Tucker was saying looking for a Wu-Tang. Like, and I'm like, fam, like he's the only one that can buy this here. Yeah, 40,000. Like, come on, man. There's no way. And that's I guess what you do that for, especially if you got them old school joints. Yep. But like you go and look on a table and stuff like that right now. It's like, you could have in a mindset like what you look at. Oh, so like I went to Heated Soul, the one that last one they had. I was like, I'll go to Super Bowl week or whatever. Right. And every table was the exact same pretty much. But there was this one guy who had some New Balances, right? But he had like classic Kith New Balances. And I'm like, okay, this cat brought out some stupid stuff, right? I looked at 700 and I'm not doing that, buddy. Like I respect it because these are 700.
And and he knows what he has, and it's like he'll even, bro, look on StockX right now. I'm like, listen, you're right, but for this event, that's not what we doing.
Like your table, I mean, you got the special stuff, I get it, but like when you got 3 dunks here that are 88, 90, whatever per Jordan 5, that's 150. You got and then over here you got $900 pair of Volcano ASIC Gel I5s. I'm like DS. I'm like, fam, first of all, these are DS. Yeah. In the price, it wouldn't faze me whatsoever if like everything else in the room wasn't so cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if that would have been 5-6 years ago, I probably would have been like, could you do 7? Like I would have thought about it. You know what I mean? But like it's crazy nowadays. But like I'll say, like I look at is Got Soul better than SneakerCon?
I will. I'm gonna be
Got
honest.
Soul seems like
shout out to Got Soul. They're popping. And it's weird. So like SneakerCon, I think SneakerCon is more like eBay based and like it's the bigger name, right? They're obviously they've been out there longer, and like I haven't been to a SneakerCon in a while. I think the last one I went to was in DC last year. That one was popping. I'm not gonna hold you.
Really?
And I just think it was the market. It might just be the market, but what I will say is I've been to more Got Souls recently, and the two guys that run it, it's a whole family. Like I met the dudes, I met his mom and his dad. They're all nice people. They know what they're doing.
Right.
Like they bring out the right influencers, they bring out the right vendors, they always have somebody pull up. They just know how to do it. Their merch is low-key dope, you know what I'm saying? And that's a big deal. Their merch sells out.
I'll say this, when I see Got Soul videos and I see SneakerCon videos, Got Soul looks fun.
It is
I don't know what that means, but when I look at it, it just looks like a blast.
I think it's like it's a different energy, you know what I'm saying? Again, like SneakerCon, they're established. They do their thing. Obviously, people go there. eBay is always there. That they're like number one. You can go there to get your shoes authenticated and stuff like that. With Got Soul, like I don't know, they just got that younger, not even younger. They just got that more energy. Like I feel like they pick the markets that people really mess with.
Yeah.
They bring on like the guests that people really. Bro, the one in New Jersey that I went to, the 2 day, that was kind of popping. Like it was cool. Again, you had Meek Mill pull up. You had Jim
where?
Jones in there, in Jersey.
Oh, it was in Jersey?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
You everywhere.
Yeah, bro, I'm about to be in Dallas soon. But like Meek Mill pulled up, Jim Jones was in the building. They had 5-year-old Foreign in the building. Like it brings a different type of energy that I actually enjoy.
Because I'll tell you, I look at theirs and it looks. I mean, I don't know. I've never been on Got Soul thing. It looks like a party. It looks fun.
It is.
And you look at a SneakerCon, it looks professional now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks dry.
Yeah. Like
it's just like tables, all business. At 3:00, somebody on stage talking. 4:30. So it's just all business.
Well, and I'll never obviously
and out.
I'll never like speak numbers or anything like that. But like Whatnot has done business with both.
Right.
And I will say like I think Got Soul is catered a little more to Whatnot as of recent. And I see that and I feel that even just being there, not as an employee, but just being there in general. Like a lot of the sellers and buyers mess with Got Soul just a little more. I like what they're doing. Like the two brothers that run it, I like what they're doing.
I like SneakerCon. Like anytime it's out here and I can make it, I want to support it because nothing comes out here and things like that. And I do a sneaker podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's nothing against them and stuff like that. It just feels like it legit seems like Got Soul was like the new kids on the block, and it's we can't contain these kids. They having fun and it's a blast, and it's like it seems like now it's the cool thing to buy sneakers. You know what I mean? It's you don't want to leave empty-handed when you go to a Got Soul.
You don't.
I can go to a SneakerCon and be like, yeah, I'm good. Like
now, and again, this isn't Got Soul's fault. I will say, like vendors they gotta switch it up, man. Like again, you have people like myself that I want to genuinely buy. I'm not going to sell because 9 times out of 10, I'm like working the Whatnot booth or whatever, just out there just trying to like help the sellers and whatever. But like they gotta switch, give us something or be a little more open to bartering a little bit. Because I'll admit, there was a couple things I did see at the last one that I was down to get, but my man was like, I'm firm. Pull up your StockX app right now. I'm firm. Yeah. And I'm like, fam, you are not going to sell this. And that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll go see him the next day. Oh, shoe's still there. I'm firm, my G. And I'm like, all right, well then look, I'm not going to tell you how to run your business, but if you're firm and look at StockX prices, sell it there.
Because
stop wasting your time.
That's another thing I was going to ask you too, because I know I'd asked you about that one guy that'll be cashing out tables and stuff like that, and I seen like this other guy. They had this guy had the Powerpuff Girl, Powerpuff.
Oh yeah,
Powerpuff.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He had like a bunch of them on the table, and this one guy wanted to cash him out or whatnot. And he offered him to turn them out. Now I don't know how he got them. I don't know how much he paid to get them.
None of them had the box or anything.
None of them had the box, nothing like that. I don't know.
I know who bought them too. Yeah.
Because like when you go, I'll give you, and I don't remember the numbers exactly, but like when you say, hey, I'll give you 24,000 for all these, and the fact that like they're like, I don't know about that, because a part of me goes, well, I don't know how deep they are in on these, and then a part of me is like, fam, I think you being greedy, like. I don't know if he's 24,000 in on these 6 pair or however many pair these are. But I'm just like, man, that's the vibe. Like cats are like, I'm 31. I'm like,
Yeah.
fam, 24,000. What
I
are we
know.
talking about
Yeah.
here? Like, you ain't even got boxes. And he's like, I could do 30. I'm like, fam, like, and they negotiated. And, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. I think they ended on 30.
They ended on something. Yeah, I don't remember the number.
Yeah, and I
that
was
happens all
like-
the time over there.
And I'm like, fam, but then like in my mind, I'm like, buddy, what is the plan with you gonna buy these? What can you do with a bunch of unreleased sneaker or early release sneakers that have no box? Like, is there any value in that?
I mean, that's the thing. The guys that are doing it consistently, they know something that we don't. You know what I'm saying? I do know. So there's one or two of the guys that I do know. One of them used to sell on Whatnot, and then he went somewhere else. Like, he does good business. I'm not gonna shout his name out, whatever. But like, I know some of the guys that like do it. They're like, yo, we just go to cash out so I can have inventory to turn around and flip. So like 9 times out of 10, if they're doing it, they know they're making money. They might have like multiple, I don't know, like stores, or they just go to different events and sell. They might know what they're doing. I don't get it personally because I'll see. I was watching one the other day. 120K. I'm at 80. 110. I'm at 85. And I think he met him at like 100. And I'm like, you just dropped $100,000, and it was on like 30 pairs of shoes. And it's all like, who was buying these? Like, you had Mags and every single pigeon that came out and Undefeated 4. And I'm like, yeah, those are grails we want. I'm not buying them. You ain't buying them.
Buddy,
Who's buying them?
buying a lot of sneakers that like individual. Like I saw another guy. The guy had like 4 pair of the Louis Vuittons. Like and I'm like, buddy, like, are you gonna be able to sell these? Like, and like you said, they must know something we don't know. But I'm just like, I don't know when the Powerpuff Girls come out. Is it this year?
It's this year. By the way, I need at least 2 of them.
Really?
You don't like? Yes, I like the pink ones. And I don't kill me on the names. I know the names. I should. My daughter was like, you don't know such and such. I'm sorry, baby girl, I
any of
don't.
them. The only reason why I would consider, and shout out to my homie Josh, like he likes the blue pair, and I was like, fam, I don't know. The only reason why I would buy a pair is because our very first Sneak This logo, my friend designed, she drew that for me, and she was an animator for them.
Fire.
So, and she retired, and she lives in London, and she was the animator. So she made our first Sneak This logo, and she was an animator for the Powerpuff Girls. So
That's dope.
that's the only reason why I would consider buying one, but I don't even know why. Like, I don't, you know,
See,
but
I like the pink one. I'm not going to buy it for the simple fact that I know in my brain, if I buy that, I have to complete the set. And I don't even like the blue ones like that. I just know myself. If I know that there's 3 out there and I buy one,
I will agree with that.
I'm going to want to buy the other 2 to complete the set.
Are all 3 coming out at the same time?
I don't know. That I don't
Okay.
know. But I know if I buy one, I'm like, oh shit, if I got the first, I got to get the other 3.
I did that. I do that with a lot of things.
I
It's
do that
like,
too.
even when like the first one comes out and the next one, I don't even like it at all. But I'm like, but I
the
already
set.
got the other. Why wouldn't I? And then the third one came out. It was the Clots, the Air Max ones.
Yep.
The first one, OG with the clear toe, came out. Then they came out with a brown one. I'm like, man, that brown one sucks. What do you want me to do? I already got the. And then the silver one came out. I'm like, well, this silver one sucks, but I already got the 2.
I just did it with the, I mean, even though they were on sale, all 3 of the Air Force, the Undefeated Air Forces. Like, I genuinely wanted one colorway, right? But then the other 2 was on sale. I'm like, well, they're on sale. I got to complete the set. So I bought all 3.
When did those come out? This year?
No, last year. Maybe last year, 2
Them
years ago.
joints is fire.
I love them.
yo.
I almost wore one of them here, low key.
Man, when they first came out, the pictures and all that, I was like, patent leather, all patent. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
But then when I saw the homie B Weems wearing them, Weems, shout out to Weems, and then I saw him at the Nike outlet, and I go, okay, let me take a look to see if they got it. Them joints is fire, though. And you know what? They just, you know, the time they keep. Plus, they were expensive when they dropped.
They were like 150 retail, 160. Yeah, it's a little too much.
It was kind of high, and I was like, I don't know if I'm doing that for Air Force One, but them joints is fire.
I bought them
though.
all, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I buy one, I got to complete the set
So
if I like it that much.
So let me ask you this too, because I was, and the last time I've seen you, I couldn't tell you. Actually, the last thing on DS was Reimagined Ones.
Okay.
I did that immediately, but that was rare for me. And I was like, you know, I started thinking, because I was arguing with this cat on Twitter, and I was like, fam, y'all love arguing about resellers and all this stuff, but I was like, honestly, resale value price mattered a lot more to you guys than you think, because you guys are like, oh, I don't care, like, I'm buying everything. You're not buying it, like, because you see it, like, okay, let me start from me for a second. I haven't unds Reimagined, it wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't got a Chicago. I don't have. It wasn't going nowhere. That's mine. It ain't going nowhere. I have so many DS sneakers, and I'm not wearing them. In my mind, I go, not yet, not yet. But really, in my mind, well, if it gets to a certain price,
I know.
I don't know. I told somebody, I said, I don't know if I'm a sneakerhead anymore. I said, I might be a collector. I don't wear my sneakers at all, Don.
Yeah.
Everything that we've talked about, I pretty much have them all DS.
Well, yeah, you wear Vans every day. I know.
I
you said
wear
that.
Vans every single day.
I feel
all
it.
right. My watch card on eBay is all Vans. Okay. And I try and I think about it and I go, oh shoot, like I don't know if I legit care about this anymore.
Okay.
If I'm holding on, like the Carolina Toes, I thought they was fire to me.
I love them.
And I go, I love it. But for me, I don't think resale prices are coming back. I'm sorry, I don't. People love saying it. They're like, oh no, everything comes back.
Never.
I don't think so.
Well, when you're done, that's one reason why I wear stuff. But keep going.
Okay, that's where I went. Okay, I may have to start wearing this because that back of mine of like, well, you know, if these joints get to 300, I may have to. I don't think it's coming back. I think I have to wear them. Like, and I was like, you know what? I saw you coming with them. Like, well, why are you on DS and stuff? Like, is it because of that?
So it's a couple things. First of all, so yes, that whole I don't know if I'm a sneakerhead anymore. I asked myself that a while ago because you know how we used to joke, you're like, Don, you used to be such against resellers, and then you kind of became one a little bit. Bro, I lost myself. I'm not gonna hold you. And then I forgot when it was or what shoe it was. Something I had DS for years. Finally decided to wear it, put that joint on, foot fell through. Like it crumbled. And I'm like, so then I go to another pair, wear it twice, start to disintegrate. And I'm like, what am I doing, dog? So as time goes on, you start to think, what am I really doing this for? I love sneakers. I love how I feel when I put them on. I love how I feel when I walk out and people go, damn.
Love them.
So I'm like, what am I doing? I need to get back to that. And then a big thing, like you said, resale prices are done. Short of it being a Travis Scott or a collaboration, even that, you saw me wear reverse mochas. Yeah. I know I got that shoe for retail and I couldn't turn around and made $1,200 on it. No, I like that shoe and I want to, if quote unquote stunt, whatever, I want to put it on. I got outfits for this shit. So I'm past the reseller stage. I'm over it. For me, it's done. Right. Now, again, we all got a couple on the back, little off-white joint. I know if I need a quick $2,000, I could sell it. For the most part, everything I get now, I know I'm going to wear. I'm over it. I've sold a bunch, more than people think. I've sold a grip.
I had two recently.
Bro, I sold a grip and I love it. I know for me, the me 10 years ago that like had 600, 700, 800 pairs, we're done. I'm never getting back to that point, ever. I found a good balance of like, I don't know where I'm at, like 2 in the 2s or something like that, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Honestly, I am. And I know I talked to like you and like, shout out to my guy Yuri. I know he's never gonna get there. He's probably 5,000 deep.
Oh, Yuri is,
you know what I'm saying,
in a world it's not measurable.
I know. And we've talked, and I'm like, fam, get rid of shit. And he'll start to sell some. But it's funny with Yuri because I'll see him like put stuff up for sale. And I'm like, you didn't like them to begin with. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about get rid of your heat.
Things that he'd be like, fresh cup of goodness. I'm like, buddy, what'd you buy this for?
Yeah. So like when he's like, yo, Don, I'm about to like offload like 10 pairs. And then it's like, Air One this, Air One that. I'm like, stop. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about get rid of your shit. All right. But no, I say all that to say I got rid of a lot. It feels good. I'm not going back to stacks again. I'm not. So I'm comfortable wearing things because then too, I'm not going to wear these again for another 4 or 5 months. I know that. You know what I mean? But I felt good putting them on. And I know 4 or 5 months later when I go put them on again, they're going to be just as clean. So I love it. And that's where I'm at. I'm not keeping things DS anymore.
I really want to, and I just don't have it in me.
I understand. I didn't think I did either. When I'm telling you, it took.
And I don't mean selling. Like, I'll sell something if I want to sell it. Like these, I had to dig out. Like these, I got these from your store. Like,
love them, by the way.
Hyperfuse Air Max 90s, And I looked at them; they're cracking. Like I could feel them when I'm walking. Something's going on inside. Like,
Yeah, and that's it.
something
That
is
happened.
going on in there.
That's you put things on and you're like, dang, I haven't put these on in 5 years. And you take a right and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you go and your toe keep going, and then you can hear the.
So I walked down the stairs. I had put some back in the car. The front felt firm, but when I landed on the back, I was like, oh, it feels empty inside.
Yep.
Like it feels like things are moving around. I'm like, oh my God.
You know what did it? Honestly, for me, when I forgot what Air Force I put on, but when I say the air unit went out and that joint like is rubber, I went on a frenzy where I probably took 20, 30 pairs of old Air Forces, didn't even check them. I was like, if they're older than 2005, toss them. I didn't even check them because I'm like, why? I'm done doing that.
I started doing that. I donated a lot of pairs to DSW this thing. And
Yeah.
I threw away all the crumbled ones.
Yeah, well, that's
I
what I'm
was
saying, yeah.
holding all my crumbled pairs for nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, I can't throw this away. And there was a lot of ego of like, yo, but just in case, yo, I gotta prove to somebody I got the OG. Oh no, I got the first Agassi. Cats was like sending me pictures like, yo, the AirTech Challenge 2 is a retro one again. And I'm like, dang. And I go, oh, I got 9. What am I doing here? I got 4 of the lavas, and then I got kumquats. I got laser blues.
You got the black
the
lavas
black
too?
lavas. I got Wimbledon's. I got U.S. Opens. I got French Opens. And I'm like, what am I?
How much do you wear?
Zero.
That's got to stop. Honestly, I'm telling you, you're going to get to a point, hopefully you do. When I got to that point, I'm telling you, weightlift it. I felt good. I feel like a sneakerhead again, you know, in the sense that like, oh, I want to put this on. If like, bro, you go to the store, you get a fresh new t-shirt or a fresh new outfit. Are you going to go home and put on the same Vans you wear with the last outfit?
Yes.
No.
Well, that's exactly what I do.
Yes, but I don't want to do that anymore.
I don't either.
I
but
don't,
that's exactly
bro.
what I do.
If I were in the same mindset that I was at last year with this fit, I'd have put on Fire Red 5s. I don't want to do that. I want to pull some shit out that I'm sitting on. That's fire.
I call 88 or Reimagined 3s the greatest retro of all time.
I agree.
And I never wore them. I don't even wear them.
And see, I'm still, because I got Reimagined ones. Haven't worn them yet. Need to. They're there.
Fire. Now, I've worn those.
I laced them.
Times,
Haven't done it yet. So but my point is, I'm past the whole resale. I know, like you said with them university toes or whatever, they're never reaching 3+, ever. They don't need, they're out there. There's too many. I'm not waiting. Plus, bro, time is of the essence, man. I'm not waiting 10 years for a shoe to go up $100.
I know Cats is like, yo, you hold them. Like, but I'm not trying to hold them. I actually
The whole
love
game is
these
gone.
and I wear them.
The whole game is done. I'm sorry. That generation, that set is sailed. We're not
That's what I
holding,
believe.
short of it being a Travis Scott or like a limited edition collab, even
Right.
then, it's done.
Well, I mean, shoot, look at like, some of these on my menu here. Look at the Union 1. Like, now look, it ain't the greatest thing of all time. I copped it. It ain't like, honestly, I like it
What,
a lot.
that new one?
Yeah.
Ooh, that shit's trash.
I like it a lot.
I don't like it.
I like it a lot.
How you go from the first Union, which is a classic, to this?
See, I just think people just be thinking too hard. Like, they're trying so hard to, like, think outside the box. Because, honestly, if they would have came out with it again, the same one, some different colors, we would have been like, this is fire again. But that's the easy way
That
out.
joint is a high top moccasin.
Like,
Good.
that's the easy way out to do what you did in the past, switch the colors. This one right here, let me tell you something. There's not a single person on this planet. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say you thought. Nobody thought Footscape with a Jordan 1 can. Nobody.
No.
Now, you could argue whether or not the execution is right. You could argue about the
I like the
colorway
material.
or not.
It's cool.
I think they made it work, but it's...
And you went, are you wearing it?
I don't know, man.
Brother,
But let me
you're
tell
not
you
wearing
something. That joint is under retail, I think I've seen.
I'm
like.
sure it is.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Resale game is dying tremendous. Even the ones that are crazy high are coming down. I mean, we even talked about the satin. Those satin ones that were $3, $4, $5 now, because of their sitting retail everywhere, are going to drop.
That's crazy.
It's inevitable. They're going to retro the shoe eventually. They're going to retro the first Union ones that are used to go for $3,000. Now they're at $1,400, $1,500. It's coming down. I'm telling you.
So then let me jump.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know how you feel about Mac Attacks, but like, I find it funny that Mac Attacks didn't do anything in sneakers.
See, I'm the opposite. I think it's funny that you thought it would do something.
Really?
No one cares about retros like that.
You know what? Well, because here's the.
To be honest,
You know what?
we
Okay.
do.
Well, yes, and
To a
yes,
degree.
I understand what you're saying because when we first started Pod we would do episodes, we talk about that, and we'd all have, what do you wish were retro again? What do you come out? And it's funny these things that we would say, and eventually as the podcast started going on, we were like, fam, no, we don't. Like,
Yeah.
stop saying what you want to retro. Like, yes, we really love it a lot, but if it retro, I ain't going to cop that joint. Like, what am I going to do with this? Like, you know what I mean? Mac Attacks. It was one of those ones where I'm like, man, he's gonna come out again, and then they did, and then I kind of like, what am I doing with this?
I think if they were gonna make some noise, they should have came out a couple of years ago when retro shoes were popping. They should have dropped them with Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s. There was that whole pocket where retro Nike like runners were it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to drop it randomly, cool. I mean, for nostalgic purposes, the box, everything, beautiful execution. I love it. But it wasn't gonna shake the world like everyone thought. That's what I'm saying. When you saying that, I'm like,
it was.
nah.
I thought it was about to knock New Balance 550s off his place.
Can't
New
do
Balance 550 can't knock him off now.
Can't.
Like, regardless of how many people feel about New Balances, there's a lot of people that don't got New Balances, but they got 550s. They like a lot of people. First New Balances were 550s, and I'm like, okay.
I had at least one or two prior, but no,
Yeah.
These are the ones that I've only bought in the past 5 years.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, wait till these Macs come out, boy, they knock them out new. I saw the white and red Max $65, and I was like, wait a minute, these joints are $65
Off the rip.
And I was like, okay, you know what? It's the time. Maybe if these came out 5 years ago, maybe.
Maybe if they did like a retro, or not a retro, like a collab, maybe.
But I think even the social status collabs,
Did nothing.
no one cares. They sat. That's the only reason why I bought them. I was like, well, I'm in here. I see it. Cart. I got Apple Pay. What I do? Like
I guess.
Yeah, like it's one of those ones where you just start clicking stuff, but you like, what
You're
am I
confused that
doing?
it's happening.
Yeah, you're just like, what am I doing? Click. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I'll be here in 3 weeks. What the heck?
All
Like,
right. Don't know what just happened, but
Yeah.
continue with my day.
you just black out like, well, now that I got it, well, whatever. Yeah, I think it's crazy, but like, I think, like, do you think that some of those ones, Nike's archive, it's too old now? Like, all these ones that haven't come out, all these ones that we talked about, is it too old now? Like, did they wait too long?
I think the general concept is like, imagine if they try to come out with an OG waffle. Like, even if they try to like put a nice little, today's spin on it
Right.
and get the right influencers to try to hype it up. Yeah, man, it's just too basic. I think it's those. I'm not gonna say those days are over, because we might have a resurgence in a few years where retro is popping again, where the right person, a Kanye or a Travis or whoever else is popping at the time, wears it. But that's what they need for something to jump off. Nobody was wearing Mac Attacks like that. You know what I mean?
Nobody.
Like, Air Maxes started popping again when Kanye wore his 90s, or when, Travis Dunks came back when Travis started wearing Dunks again. You know what I mean? Nobody popular or cracking was wearing the Mac Attack. So maybe.
Like, you know what's crazy is, like, we follow a lot of pages of like people that got like still a bunch of OG stuff. I never saw anybody with OG Mac Attacks. Like, I never, George never still like, oh, I want LWP Agassiz to drop, but fam, them come out, you ain't copping those.
No.
And I'm like, it's too long now.
I think so.
like, I'm like, people are like, yo, Nike's archive is stupid, and I'm like, I think they waited too long.
They did.
Like, you gotta drop something here and there. Like, you come out now. Like, there's like, I like this one runner called Air Grudge. So my favorite runners of all time. I got that joint in freshman year of high school, and beat that joint to death, and found somebody who had some vintage pair in Japan or something. I bought it from him, and I'm like, well, I can't wait for these retros again, buddy. I bought that pair from Japan about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
They retro them now. I'm not. I don't need it anymore.
No,
like, it ain't
see?
because I got the retro. It's just that, like, yeah, you're literally. I'm talking about a sneaker that freshman year. I don't know, where were we freshmen in high school? What year is that?
For me, it was 99.
Yeah, so for me, a freshman in high school.
99, 03, yeah. 99.
99?
I graduated in 03.
Okay, so then for me, 98, 97, something like that. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, you know what? You didn't come up with these 10 years ago or 15 years. 25 is enough. Like, what am I talking about? I don't need you to come. That's why I think even for like ones and stuff like that, it's amazing how, like, we're talking about a sneaker that came out in 85.
I know.
Like, at some point we all have to go, all right.
And but I guess that's the only. I guess that's different because they've kept it consistent since then. You know what I mean? And they found ways to market it. But like I like, and they haven't come out in a long time. I like Air Stabs, right? Imagine if they retro Air Stab.
All mine cracked.
Now you think we should go crazy over it, but they're gonna retro them. We're gonna go. Nah. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not gonna make noise. I love Air Stabs.
I
haven't had a pair in years.
I mean, I have Foot Patrols. I got Cactus. I got Atmos.
I don't have any
something,
more.
And
because I beat them all to death.
I wore the Atmos one day just to fries, like one of those, like, man, whatever, man. Threw it on. Got back in the car. It was, I'm talking, the biggest crack I've ever seen, and I was like, fam, I've only worn these a few times. And then I go, oh, that's why, because I've only worn these a few times.
Exactly.
Like, they're done. So
that's why I don't know how I feel. Like, if they brought something like that back where I'm like, I like them a lot. I remember loving them. But
like all them ones where it's like, ooh, like how like Dion is, back and stuff like that. And like everybody's like, ooh. We bought all of them. Like,
I had them already.
With Nike, retro, we was at Nike Scottsdale getting all the diamond turfs. We bought all of them. Now, they weren't Dion affiliated anymore at the time. They didn't have the 24, 21 on the tongue and all that. But we knew what they were. We knew what they were. We had the red ones. We bought them all.
Yep.
And now it's like, now Dion's back. He's back with Nike. I can't buy diamond turfs anymore. What am I going to do with these?
I'm from Colorado, so I feel like I should if they did a Colorado colorway. But
I may buy one.
If they came out with a Colorado colorway and
now hold on, at the hype of all this, I would have copped. If Nike would have been like shot drop during a Colorado, buddy, I would have copped every single one.
First week win, shot drop, Sanders,
fam,
they'd have had me.
If they would have shot dropped after they beat TCU that first game, I would
with a matching jersey,
fam. Instantly copped. It would have been zero hesitation. But now as time going on, he's like, I don't need a diamond.
Time heard on, they lost a couple of games.
Now
it's like, no,
yeah,
bro.
Now y'all looking a little corny out here. Now y'all need to get a next win because they may not win another game for a while. These next games they got coming up. Oh my God.
Facts.
Reebok made Shaq and Iverson president, vice president. Doesn't matter.
I mean, shout out to them for doing that. Shaq don't need another check, but shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they did that. Iverson, I like how they took care of Iverson. I will say that. I will say because Iverson, to me, number one, he's probably one of my top 3 favorite players. Oh, yeah. Mine, personally.
100%.
Jordan and then Iverson. And I don't like how he's regarded in just the culture. Like, he's up there. He's a legend.
Really up there.
He changed the game of basketball, the look of basketball. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them ones.
I think he's highly respected, but not talked about enough.
He's not. I don't even know if he's highly respected. He's respected, but I don't know. He's looked at sometimes as like, oh man, the way his season ended, the way he's I'm talking about practice dude. He never really had like a well send off. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because he went to Detroit, then he went to the Nuggets,
and even when he was at the Nuggets, like he was doing alright.
He was doing alright,
but like the way he just ended, and then like his shoes are mid these days. It's like just the perception of him just looks kind of crazy. But I'm like, yo, this is AI. Don't forget.
Man. Do not front
He crossed
on AI,
all y'all favorite players. Nobody can touch him.
For anybody who don't know, I want you to go look. And this is talking about Reebok. I want you to go look at Shaq highlights. I want you to go look at Sean Kemp highlights. I want you to go look at Iverson highlights. Like, go back. Yeah, there's some of them are grainy. It ain't 4K HD. It ain't 720. It may not even be 360. Like, I don't even know what it is. But you forget. Like, we forget like how dominant Shaq was.
Yeah.
We forget Sean Kemp flying through the air.
Over everybody.
Iverson couldn't be guarded. Like, it was crazy. And then a lot of people forget that, like, it used to be Nike Reebok. I don't care what nobody say. Maybe Adidas made more money, but on the streets, it was Nike Reebok when I was growing up. It was like you getting Shaq, Kobe's, Iverson's, this, that. It was back and forth. It was
especially
that.
when Iverson was AI. Well, again, at this peak, you couldn't say nothing about his questions and answers. They were the illest joints out there, and it's the only shoe, in my opinion, that had Nike like, oh damn.
There was a lot of them. Because when that question dropped, man, it changed everything. It was like, holy shit. Now, I seen people in like debate, and they was like, yo, Shaq and Iverson, they're going to fix Reebok. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
They can't be fixed because how many more questions and answers can you release?
Yeah, but is that the route you go?
That's the only thing they could do.
So Don's been in retail. Don has sold for major resale companies. Don works at what? Fam, you have done it. You honestly like have literally done it all in sneakers. Like, except actually be with a brand.
Yeah.
If Don was given the opportunity to present some ideas, to talk to Reebok, what would Don say?
So if I'm Shaq, do you try to take your shoe, or if I'm me and I had a shoe that is popular, you try to like re-innovate it to fit today's like look, and because no one's wearing his shoes now. They're too high. They're too high. They're too bulky. So maybe I try to take elements of my classic, spin it in today's technology, try to make something lightweight, make something that's going to make players want to wear it. Because that's the thing. Nobody wants to wear his shoe in the NBA now unless you're 9'10". All right.
I don't even know the last time I seen a Reebok on the court. You know, been like Montreal Herald would like pull out an Iverson here and there. You know what I mean? Like, people will pull them out for like they just got sneakers.
Yeah,
you know what
so
I mean?
if I'm me, like say like with Shaq's like background or with AI's background, I'm trying to go to an NBA player that's popping and like, look, I want to get with you. I want to create a shoe that you are going to enjoy, love. Maybe some like elements of like mine mixed in with whoever the new guy is. Make it lightweight, make it durable. Just put in that new technology and put it out there. That's probably what I would do.
How do you talk to young guy who wants to wear Nike?
I mean, you're still Shaq at the end of the day. I mean, again, I'm going based on if I'm me, but I'm like, I got Shaq's mentality. You can find a way.
You think so?
Shaq is still him. Now,
Shaq is
AI,
him, though. That's
that
peer
one
pressure.
is different.
I feel like AI could get somebody to wear more than Shaq. Actually, you know, I think maybe the combo of them both.
Maybe the combo, but like, I still feel like, well, because number one, Shaq is, you know, he's still all about TNT. He's still well within the NBA. He's still looked at and highly regarded as one of the ones. He's got the rings to prove it.
Businessman.
He's
like,
a businessman. So like Shaq to me still has that influence to where he can do it. AI would be different because AI was super influential. But today, I don't know if he is.
Can you fix Reebok?
Fix Reebok how?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
Because when I see like Skechers is trying to make a move in basketball and they got Julius Randle, now they just signed Joel Embiid, and I'm like, how are they able to do this? But Reebok is just sitting here in the cut. And Reebok was a big basketball brand in the 90s. Like,
now, Reebok maybe could potentially, because here's the thing. There's still a lot of really, really good NBA players that don't have a sneaker contract or don't have, you know what I'm saying? So say,
like everybody's in something.
yes and no. So say you get a one-off, like really, really good player, even if he's not a rookie. Say you get someone 3-4 years in balling, but they don't have a shoe. Approach them. Maybe do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're going to make you the face of Reebok for the next 2-3 years.
You know, the first thing I thought if I was like really like winning the Reebok and they was like, yo, we want to hear your ideas. You have a podcast, you've been in the sneakers. What would you think? You know what I would honestly think? I think I would tell them they need to try to figure out how to get Reebok in like Target.
I'm not mad at that. It doesn't like, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't I seen like Reebok gear in Walmart maybe?
Maybe.
I feel like I have. You know what you do? If you don't go the basketball route, go the music route.
They tried it though.
When's the last time they tried it?
Hold on. People forget they had Future at Prime Future with Reebok.
Yeah, but the execution was
And
terrible.
they had Kendrick. He had both.
Did they really have Kendrick like that?
They
though?
had
'Cause
Kendrick. He had sneakers.
He did.
He had
But then he went to
Kendrick,
Nike and did the Cortezes.
And I was like, fam, if you got them two, and you couldn't figure it out then.
I only think about that because they had a run with Jay-Z and they had a run with G-Unit. So they can it could be done if you do it right. Fam, they had both of them at the same time, and if they brought that, I've said it before, like even not on a pod, just talking. If they bring back how 50 and Hove did that freestyle like commercial when they both were talking about the G-Units and the S-Dots, amazing.
Yeah, but who you gonna have now? Lil Yeet and Lil Facehead?
Get out there, bro. You know why? Because imagine
They
if
got Cardi B.
But Cardi sells out though. We don't like them,
She do sell though.
but she sells out.
Actually, okay, I ain't mad at them.
I'm saying, but if you get someone like that, I'm not saying Offset because he's a little older, but if you get one of the younger cats out there, the ones that are super influential and they follow their every word and say so, and they give them, and then they take that same shoe out to Coachella or wherever, go crazy in them, it could work.
See, that's why, because I was like,
You got to go young.
I feel like I gotta go think money, and I'm like, I would try to get in Target, like,
I'm here for that.
and I mean like
And he's done that. Shaq's done that with the Shaqs and
with
Kmart.
the Shaqs and Kmart and Walmart and things like that. But
that's
like
where he
now
makes
that
most
you're
of
at
his bread.
Reebok, I'm like, you know, for some reason it's like Reebok isn't never gonna get to Nike's level. They're not gonna get to Adidas. They're not even in the top 10 in
I think
sneakers.
they
I
know
don't
that.
think. Yeah, they know that. So I think like if you're at this point, you go for something completely different. You go for affordable. Like, I'm sorry, I think there would be a bigger market for if Questions were at Target and they were 85.
I would probably buy more if they were
I
that.
think I would.
I can't buy Questions for 160 anymore.
No, I cannot.
I refuse to.
I can't pay 180 for a collab Packer.
I refuse
No,
to.
they came out with a burgundy suede toe one like a little while ago Packer, and I was like, oh, I'm copping. Period. I don't
Yeah.
care. I wanted. It was like 170. I was like, no, thank you.
Can't
Come
do it.
on.
Can't do it.
I knew I was gonna buy something to sit in my closet. I knew it, but
Yeah,
it
you're
was
not
so
putting those on.
fire.
Yeah.
It was so fire. I was gonna cop it. I think you have to go that route. Whatever your production costs and all that stuff is, you have to go. Can I put a Shack Attack 1, a Shack Noxus, and a Target and charge 85, 100? Because starting out at 180 and then it just still goes on sale for that price, start at where you can get it.
Yeah.
Whatever they making them sneakers are, if they making them sneakers that cost them like $40 to make a pair of sneakers and you are charging 100, that, man, you're going to have to settle with that.
Yeah.
You got to settle with at least being in the game.
Deal with it.
Like, be in the game. Because you're not going to tell me that Skechers is out here like Joel Embiid, we need you, and Joel Embiid's like, okay. Like, I don't care. I was a Reebok person. I had all Reeboks.
Yeah.
I know Reebok is down, but they couldn't approach a Joel Embiid or a Julius Randle.
I feel like they, especially at Julius Randle.
Julius Randle,
Yeah.
like, did they even try?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if he went Skechers, okay, now Skechers got a bigger bag than everybody. The Skechers in the top 5 in sneaker sales.
Skechers is big
maybe
out
top
here.
3. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So they got more money to offer them. I
they got
get
bread.
that, but still, even if I'm a Julius Randle or a Embiid, Embiid left Under Armour. Like he's like. I would still want to wear a Reebok over a Skechers.
Well, yeah, Reebok, and plus that's more synonymous with basketball.
with
and
basketball.
NBA.
And I would figure for myself, you know what? Maybe I can get Reebok on track.
Yeah.
Maybe me, Joel Embiid, I'm this close to maybe getting to a final one day. I think I could do. Now he's a big man. Anybody trying to? I mean, but come on, big Shaq attacks on Embiid.
Oh, for sure.
That would make so much sense to me.
And it's Shaq and it's Embiid. Like Shaq being one big man who is very successful and was successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think they need to figure out, your point that you sort of made was, I think I want to see Iversons on a new guard. Maybe not like, hey, buddy, you're going to get your own signature. Maybe eventually, but like, you get questions on him, then question 2s and answers and DMX and all that on
Yeah,
him.
bring
You
it
get him
back,
in
man.
those. I think you could do that. You get Sean Kemp's on somebody. You get that on somebody. Like, man, like, you know, John Morant is John Morant, but like, boy, if you could get a Sean Kemp on a John Morant but before he signed with Nike and he flying through the air just like
Yeah.
him, it would change the game.
and
I'm
then you
sorry.
see, and then you see all the pictures and what's on his feet.
It would. But, you know, Reebok, like I said, design-wise, they got a lot of things to work out. You know what I mean? And their archive is heavy, but, like, it's still 90s look. It's still stuck in the 80s, 90s.
Now, knowing that Shaq and Iverson are behind everything, if they produce something that's fire, I'm in. Because Iverson's my guy. I would support. I would get it based on the support.
I'm definitely waiting to see what they can do.
And I'm not even a Reebok guy. Like, I haven't put a Reebok on since the pump, the black pump retro in early 2000s.
I still got I got about 35 Reeboks.
I remember when y'all was getting them. What was them cheap Reeboks y'all was getting?
I was buying.
You swore. What was the one where y'all swore?
What?
Oh, it was like a Reebok not a classic. What was it?
DMX joints? Our
that what
run
it
10s,
was?
they make runs.
Yeah, I think
got
that-
about 9 of those. at the
when
house,
you
but-
enjoy, y'all like $35 each.
Oh, legacies.
That's the one.
Oh,
Y'all couldn't.
legacies.
I remember like you got to run a 3-week run when you were
Fam,
like,
during COVID, we was buying legacies like a mad person.
you were telling everybody, y'all stupid if you don't buy these. They $35, $39.99
Joy's
every color.
fired up. I wore one. I got about.
I quietly bought one, and I was like, and when I say quietly, I never posted it. I got it. I bought it.
them joints is fire.
You posted
to
a link,
me.
or you said something like, y'all bugging. I copped one. I think it was all white. Put it on. I was like, the hell they talking about, man?
Them joints are
What
fire.
are y'all
You
doing?
know what the problem is? You saw a Reebok. That's the problem.
Probably.
Because you gotta have guts to pull out Reeboks right now.
Yeah.
An Iverson, cool, you get away with
Mm-hmm.
it. A Shaq, you get away with it. Kim, you might get away with it. But you gotta have guts to pull out a different Reebok.
Like I actually laced them up, put them on my feet, walked outside. I was like, man, what are they doing?
Because you walk out of nose, let's go, yo, what? Wait a minute, what? The cats looking at those.
Yeah.
You come out with a Reebok DMX something.
I felt weird.
Cats ain't nobody checking for them.
I felt weird.
Ain't nobody checking for them. But shout out to Shaq and Iverson, man. I hope they do something.
Me too.
Man. I really do.
Iverson's my guy, man.
What else? I think that may be it. I like this pod.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, you want to do top 10 then?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right. Appreciate everybody who liked, subscribed, shared this podcast. Almost at 8 years doing this. Shout out to Don, the original OG
We
guest.
here.
Don already knows. If anything ever changed, Don's the first person I'm calling. I hope Don knows that. But we're doing top 10, and it's our Halloweenish episode. So I'm gonna have Halloween graphics and stuff on the screen. I
Okay.
may make it black and white. I don't know yet. I don't know. I may flip something. But we're doing top 10 worst candy, wackest candy
Black is candy.
to us.
Facts.
Now I'm gonna say my honorable mentions first.
Go ahead.
And then you say yours. All right.
Good.
I got Nestle Crunch Bar. Now, I like Nestle Crunch Bars. When I grew up, I loved them.
Okay.
But they don't crunch no more. Them joints semi-crunch.
They're kind of soft. They're chewy.
Something they off with them, dude. I think they got the off-brand Krispies in
It's
them.
like Rice Krispie treats almost.
Yeah, I'm not feeling them anymore. I would eat one still. Like, if I
Okay.
see one, I'll eat one. But, like, I ain't checking for them.
Maybe you gotta put them in the refrigerator. Let them get cold a little bit. Crisp come back.
Maybe.
Try it.
Kit Kats.
Oh, see, already I don't like your list. Come, what are you doing, dog?
I've never
What?
never cared for Kit Kats.
See, I'm
Kit
already.
Kats are weird.
We've been good this whole time. I don't want to get upset, but Kit Kats.
And I got Kit Kats on here because, like, there are other things on my list where I'm like, man, I don't want that, but I'll eat it. I'll never eat a Kit Kat.
Kit Kats are fire.
Skate has sent us a bunch of, like, different ones from, like, Japan, like, green tea and all that stuff. And cool, I just like tasting new things. I hate Kit Kats.
Wow.
I don't think I ever like wafers.
I think there's so many different variations. It's impossible to even hate
What's
one.
a variation of a Kit Kat?
You just said it. Different like flavors and stuff.
Oh, that's fine. That's flavors. But, like, they're all the same.
Bruh, Kit Kats are fire.
Kit Kats are, I don't want to use the word whack on a Kit Kat because
It's okay, but it's not okay. I don't know, man. I'm feeling weird right now.
Kit Kat,
Because that's one of the ones when they and the kids, I'm like, just let me get a
Really?
couple- Yes.
It's a go-to?
It's a go-to.
Okay, would you go to the grocery store and you got a whole thing of candy wrap? Would a Kit Kat be a possibility?
Yes.
Really?
Not even a question.
Man, I must be tripping.
I like Kit Kats.
And then I got candy corn.
As an honorable mention?
I do.
Okay.
Only as an honorable mention
I know we
because,
talked
like,
about it
I don't run into them.
Okay.
Like, now you talked 3-5 years ago. Oh my God, who was buying? Like now, the kids came home last Halloween. There was no candy corn in this joint.
If you genuinely don't run into it, cool.
Nobody got bowls anymore. I don't see candy corn sitting in a bowl.
I need to
anymore.
go trick or treat in your neighborhood then. Tell
Yeah,
me.
I'm
Tell
talking
me
about
where.
at work. I'm talking about like you go to like lobbies. They got a lobby of some candy. I ain't seeing no candy corn in the dish.
There's
no
still
more.
at least one that go, y'all don't like it. No, we don't like candy corn.
Yes, there's somebody who
you
likes
know
them.
we don't. Why do you keep? But someone does because they keep making it.
And I feel like that person who loves candy corn knows no one else does, so don't even bother bringing this in the building.
Yeah.
So that's my honorable mentions. What you got?
Honorable mentions. I only have a couple. We talked about the pumpkin marshmallow candy. Maybe it's not marshmallow flavor, but it's the little marshmallow, the little pumpkins.
It got the green little thing
Yes.
on top. It's not marshmallow. Oh, you know what? I thought it was candy corn.
It
Maybe
might
is
be.
marshmallow.
Either or, they're both whack.
I don't know. It's too thick too.
It is way too pause,
Weird.
but it's I can't stand it. And then the other one I have is, and I say this because there's no brand. I put off-brand EBT candy. It's the candies that are just in wrappers with no brand. There's the black ones, the orange ones. There's a lot of them. It's like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
there's no brand.
I know what you're talking about. It just wrapped.
It's just wrapped. First of all, in this day
candy.
and age, stop doing that because I don't trust it. Parents don't trust it.
No.
I want to tell y'all right now, if you're spending money off the EBT candy, it gets tossed. All right, so you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
You're wasting your money. I'm not allowing my children to eat that.
Facts.
If there's not a brand,
No.
it gets tossed.
My kids aren't eating nothing. Ain't got no words in the wrapper. I don't know what
Exactly.
this is though. It just be candy. Like no, thank you.
Even if it says Kroger brand, I don't trust it.
I'm not doing it.
It gets tossed. So excuse me. So those are my two honorable mentions: the off-brand EBT candy and the pumpkin marshmallow candy or whatever it is. No.
All right, I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead, man.
You probably gonna hate this.
No.
Number
So
10.
I'm already iffy about the Kit Kats, but I'm cool.
Top 10 worst candy to me.
Let's get it.
Number 10, I got Twix, man. I can't. I will eat a Twix. I don't get
I
Twix.
don't know if we did the. Are you sure we're doing
Fam.
whack candy?
peanut butter Twix though. They don't even make them anymore. Them joints.
I remember those.
Oh my god, I love those.
But it's like a cookie. It's a
I think it reminds me of a
chocolate
Kit Kat.
cookie. Okay,
No, hold on.
If you absolutely hate Kit Kats, I could
Hold
see
on,
the
I don't hate
similarities.
it. I don't like it, but like if it's like I ate all my favorites and it's all that's in there, I'll eat a Twix. All right, man, I'll go ahead and eat a Twix. A Kit Kat, absolutely not. Oh no, that's in the
I
bucket.
kind of understand. Okay, if I have to understand one of the two, I'll understand the Kit Kat. But the Twix got too much going for you not to like it.
I never understood
Cookie
it.
with a little
bro.
caramel in
It needs something else.
It does not.
I don't know. And like I said, I'm not saying it's gross. It's
Okay.
just like I'm not reaching for
You
that
off to a
first.
wild start.
A Kit Kat is weird to
You
be
off to
honest
a wild
with you.
start, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Number 9, Milky Ways.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I don't like Milky
I'll
Ways.
never eat a Milky Way.
It's not on my list.
I'm not
It
saying
almost
it's
made
like, if I ate one of them, I'm not like, oh God. It's just, it feels like it's missing something too. It's
I'm
empty.
completely cool with that.
Number 8, I got Mr. Good Bar.
Okay,
I mean, that joint got peanuts in a chocolate bar.
it's kind of weird. It's old. It's like an old school.
That's
It's
what
not
it is.
bad, but
Because like you know that variety bag you buy got Little Mr. Good Bar, Little.
I think it's the Hershey variety bag.
Yeah, Little Hershey Kiss, Little Mr. Good Bar. What's the other
The
one?
Crackle, I think.
Crackle.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Crunch Bar
I know which one
and then
you want.
something else. I ain't eating that Mr. Good Bar.
I understand.
I'm not eating it.
Those usually get touched last.
Like I may eventually get to it. You know,
Because you have to. It's there.
Yeah, it's like all right. When I had a burger, I need something sweet. Let me go
Yeah,
ahead and go.
yeah.
Number 7, I got Nerds, not Nerds candy, but Nerds the ropes and the clusters.
Oh, I hate those. The
Now, look,
original.
I don't think they taste weird, but I could only eat so much.
I don't like the ropes.
I ate. Shout out to Jess from work, love her to death, one of my favorite people in the world. She had brought in like the clusters. They're like, it's basically like almost like
It's a bunch of little ones like
yeah, the
together.
little one clutched
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
a gummy covered in Nerds.
Mhm.
I ate so many of them, no joke. I thought I left Earth. Like it did something to my body physically. I went around the office and threw them all in the trash.
It's a cluster of sugar.
I don't know what it was about them. And she would. I said, "Get these out of here." I couldn't. I will never eat one again. Like I'm talking. Like I'll never take a bite. I don't care. Like yeah, my body it came back. There are certain places if it do something weird to me, I won't go back. You know,
feel it.
Gadzooks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Used to love it. I had got the bison one day. It did something to me in Simple one day. I never been back. Never been back, and that was about 5 years ago.
fire.
I loved it, but it did something to me
feel
weird.
it.
It
That's all it
changed me on the
takes.
inside.
That's all it takes.
But them Nerds clusters, I don't care if there's a bowl right here. I'm not gonna. Let me go ahead. No, I can't.
I feel it.
It did something to me physically.
I'm not mad at that.
Like-
OG nerds only.
I wake up somewhere like with my pants down or something. It's a weird thing. Number 6, Three Musketeers.
It's on my list. It's not. It's a little. It's not on my list.
I don't know anybody who's like, yo, I need a Three Musketeers.
It's
a Snickers,
weird.
yes,
It's the inside's weird.
because it's not. It's like fluffy,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's. I never understood Three Musketeers.
I don't like the consistency of it,
I
and
don't
that's why it's
either.
on my list. It's a weird candy.
Have they ever had any other variation?
I don't think so.
Like a one with nuts.
I've
or-
never seen a dark chocolate or a coconut or no. It's just been the same plain as silver with. I don't like it. I've never liked it.
I don't like those. At
I'm
all.
with you on that.
Those are another one that would like. Oh no, I'm not eating it. It'll stay in the bucket. Number 5, Mountain Almond Joy. Now, I'm allergic to coconut.
Okay.
So it really doesn't matter. But that's way too much coconut and stuff in a little candy bar like
Almond
that.
Joy is literally in my top 3 candies
Of all time to eat? That must be what you said that one time we talked about candy. There's no way in your top 3.
When you guys were doing your top 10, I was screaming.
There is no way Almond Joys are in your top 3 of
Almond
candies.
Joys are in my top 3 to enjoy to me.
Let me tell you, I don't like coconut anyway, and I'm allergic. But if you're gonna do an Almond Joy, it can't have one almond on it.
That I agree with.
That joint got all that coconut and one almond on the top. There's
So you
no
gotta get
way.
the king
man.
size. Sometimes the king size got 2. Pause.
Fam, there is no way you like an Almond Joy or
Throw them in
Mountain,
the refrigerator. I absolutely love almond
Fam,
Joy.
you gotta do too much work to eat your candy, though. If I gotta throw them in the refrigerator, I ain't got time.
You know what?
for
Because
all
I'm not
that,
a
man.
big candy eater like that. So when I do, it's got to be it's like a vibe.
Oh, really?
It's got to be
Okay.
a whole celebration. I don't just
See,
I
I'm
can't go to the store be like, oh yeah, candy, wrap it and eat it.
Oh, see, I do.
I got to go home, prepare, eat dinner, wait till like 9:24 p.m. and go. Now it's time.
Okay, sometimes I will get into that where it's like, man, I really want to eat this candy bar right now, but let me go ahead and eat dinner and get myself in
I do that. I put the
you
kids
know.
to bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
now it's time. Open that refrigerator. I see it. I'm like, it's about to
But
hit.
there are times where I go to the grocery store like, oh, shit, we need a milk real quick. Let me grab some milk and bread real quick. Look at this king size Reese's.
When I do that, I can't reach for chocolate. That's when I reach for Twizzler,
you
something like
know
that.
what I wanted to put on my list? Oh, I should have put Twizzlers on my. I don't care for Twizzlers. I'll eat it. I'll eat one.
I'm Team Twizzler over Red Vine. So
You smoking actual sticks if you like Twizzlers over Red Vines, fam.
I remember when you and George talked about it, and I know you guys said Red Vines is up there, but I am on the lone side to say Twizzler to me is better than Red Vines.
What flavors are Twizzlers? Cherry or strawberry?
What flavor is Red Vine?
That's what make it a Red Vine.
Wax.
Don't do that.
Okay, I'm just
Do
being
you
honest.
not like Red Vines though?
They cool.
Oh my god.
I'll tear Twizzler up.
Twizzler-
And the Twizzler Bites.
Twizzlers are actually wax.
When they did Twizzler Bites, stop. And then when they went a step further and did the Starburst Twizzler, don't tell me anything.
Oh, that's different.
Don't tell me
Hold on,
anything.
that's different now. Them do they still make those?
They better. I haven't seen them in a while.
Starburst Twizzlers were fire. Huh?
I will do that over any.
Now
Red
hold
Vine
on,
anyway.
calling Red Vines wax and Twizzlers. Come on, Twizzlers are actual patent leather, dude.
You
Come
might
on,
be right.
now.
But I'm gonna be
Come
honest. That
on,
patent
no.
leather hits.
Twizzlers are actual candlesticks.
You might be right.
So I got number 5. I had Mounds. I'm enjoy. Number 4, the flavor's not bad, and you could put anything at this number 4. I got runts. I got runts here because I don't mind the flavor of them, but I'm sorry, hard candy now that's almost impossible to chew. That's played out.
You know why I don't like runts? Well, what was the banana?
That's one of my favorite ones.
That's my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
The banana. Actually, I like all the flavors.
The
to be
orange
honest
one
with
is
you.
cool.
Orange was good. The lime
but
was good.
the banana joint, because that's the only like banana candy. It's a hard banana candy. It's weird to me.
At this age, I don't suck on candy. Pause. Like
Yeah.
I don't like. I'll try, and it's like, but I'm chewing this joint.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. to
I've
do it now.
never been into like candy that's like stupid hard, like Jawbreak. Oh, what? Gobstoppers.
That's on the list.
I would eat Gobstoppers, but fam, that was too much work to do Gobstoppers. Like Gobstoppers might be one of the stupidest candies of all time. I ate them, but like, come on, them joints was rock hard.
Yeah,
But
if it takes a long time to eat candy, I don't eat it.
you know what? No, I'm not gonna put Gobstoppers. I'll leave runts on there. Number 3. Now, I don't necessarily think these are nasty. I think they're stupid. Swedish Fish.
Ha! That's funny you said that. I should have been an honorable mention.
I used to hate them as a kid. Cortez loves them. I mean,
Really?
oh my God. So then I was like, you know what? I haven't had a Swedish Fish in about 27 years.
It's weird.
So I ate one and I go, oh, it tastes like cherry or strawberry something. But what makes them weird to me is like how dry they are. Like they're dry until you bite it. That's 1. 2, a bag of gummy candy and they're all the exact same flavor. I don't think there's any gummy candies out there where it's one flavor.
It's really bland, huh?
If you think of like gummy bears, multiple flavors, gummy worm, Sour Patch Kids,
Lifesavers.
anything that's gummy has a variety of flavors. Just red or cherry or whatever that is,
Yeah.
it's weird to me.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I'll never reach for a pack of Swedish Fish and eat them.
I'll let the
Never.
kids, yeah, those are one of the few candies I'm like, you guys are good.
Never. Yeah. Number 2. Now this could have been another candy too, but I got York peppermint. Okay.
I like those.
Fam, Andes. The only thing I eat mint is toothpaste and the classic peppermints. If you at like a pizza joint and you
No,
get
you
that
won't
with your
do it,
bill,
Andy's.
though.
When you go to like,
Absolutely not.
You know how they at Olive Garden when they put them afterwards. That's the perfect after dinner treat.
Chocolate and mint does not go together
It
to
does.
me. They're
You don't
not
like
to
mint
me.
chocolate ice cream?
Man, what? If I ate,
what are we
fam,
doing?
I would have a seizure if I ate mint chocolate chip ice
Let me tell
cream.
you something. That is one of the greatest combinations.
No.
Are you telling me you don't like Girl Scout mint chocolate mint cookies?
Fam, I will throw up, duh. I will throw up. Now, let me tell you something. I bit one about 2 years ago, and I go,
It's refreshing.
I don't know about all that.
It's refreshing.
Now, when I'm younger, I'm thinking about OG back in the day we was kids.
Okay.
They were super minty. They're not as minty now.
That's true.
They're more crunchy. It's like the cookie thing that's
true,
in it.
yes,
So
I
I was
agree.
like, okay, not too bad. But I am not a fan of mint and chocolate together.
Wow.
I
Okay.
do not understand it whatsoever.
I do.
I don't get it.
I love it.
Mint chocolate. My uncle would always get mint chocolate chip ice cream. Fam, I could smell it. No joke. I would get nauseous. Man. Like for me,
right.
it may be a peppermint thing. Because like for me, like I can't brush my teeth until 8 o'clock.
Okay.
9 o'clock in the day. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll wash my mouth out, water, a bunch of water, and I'll brush my teeth without toothpaste. Then I have to eat and do stuff. Then I'll use toothpaste. I can't. Something about mint just doesn't do it for me.
I feel it.
Gum is fine. You know what I mean? But like makes me sick. Number 1. I'm not saying that this is gross, but it's gross and it's stupid.
Okay.
I got Fun Dip.
I understand.
You know, when we were kids, the idea of
I
Fun
understand.
Dip was fine. But that stick, fam, what is that supposed to be? Just sugar?
It's a big ass stick of sugar. And you're dipping that stick of sugar into color sugar.
And then as I got older, I think the last time I had Fun Dip, and when I had the Fun Dip, I didn't use the stick. I just ripped it and poured it in my mouth.
Yeah, we all did it. Right in the hand or whatever.
Yeah. I started thinking, fam, I'm dipping this stick with my the key ingredient for this is my spit.
That's
Like,
the only that's your adhesive.
I was like, I don't like this anymore. And then once you finish the powder, regardless of how you may feel about the powder, good or bad, you gotta eat the stick.
And you know what's funny? In today's society, in the pause society, we can't do that. Because once you're done, now granted, as you're eating the sugar, you're like, you know what I'm saying? You're eating the stick, but afterwards, then you're like, now I got the stick. So now you walking around, you look crazy.
Fam, I like blow pops because I like gum in them. But I chew them joints immediately, dude.
You have to.
I can't walk around sucking on a sucker. Bam. You know when you go to the club and you go to the bathroom and cat in the bathroom selling stuff? Man, I went to the bathroom and got a sucker. Like, let me get this sucker. I walked around. This cat say, hey, fam, what you doing? I threw that sucker across the club. Like, what was I thinking?
And you're not even thinking. Imagine you're like, so twirling and shit. Can't do that.
Fam, I was like, no.
Nope. Hey, the days are over. You got to eat them at the house.
But that's my list.
All right, man.
What you got,
I
Don?
like the list. The Twix was crazy, but it's okay.
Just thinking about a Twix right now makes me, no joke,
it makes me want to go get one.
No way.
Absolutely. All right, so I took the same approach, similar. Here we go. So number 10, I've got Three Musketeers.
Got it.
Again, it's weird, chocolate. I don't even know what the inside is.
I don't either.
I think it's a marshmallow. Or is it chocolate fluff? I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's not nougat. It's not caramel. It's just
I have no idea what it is.
But out of the things with the Three Musketeers, I legit don't know a single person like, yo. I mean, everybody loves Snickers.
Yeah, everyone likes
Three
Snickers,
Musketeers?
Butterfinger, Reese's.
Fam, a Three Musketeers?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Number 9 for me, Warheads. I don't like, especially the extreme sour Warheads.
Do you like it because it's sour?
I don't like them at all. I don't like Warheads, period, and I really don't like the extreme sour Warheads. And the reason why I think it's whack candy is because they have like 9 different flavors, and you'll get 9 different flavors in your bag, but I don't want any of them.
That's a really good one, to be honest with you, because I love sour candies, and I used to love Warheads, but like once you're done with the sour and you actually eat the candy, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like...
Because it starts out sour, but then once
Yeah.
you now it's like I just got this bland disc.
Yeah, and honestly, at this age, I can't eat nothing that sour, though. It's just too
Warheads
much for
gotta
me,
go.
though. That's a good one. Warheads is a good one.
Got to get rid of them.
I didn't even think of Warheads. That's a good one.
Number 8, the strawberry hard candy.
Oh, that's disgusting, though.
And to this day, I almost put that with the EBT candy, but that at least has some type of like nostalgia, and people still buy that.
I will say you will run into those every once in a while. You'll see a little bowl of
they're there.
those. You'll see those.
And I don't get it.
You know what? For the longest time, I had no idea there was something inside of it. When you bite it, no, them is no way.
Wait, there's something inside the hard
strawberry
part?
hardcore. Yeah, you talking about the one that looks like a strawberry?
Yeah, what's inside of it?
Like gummy or something.
No, are you? You know why? 'Cause
Fam,
transparency.
Unless I had it a different one.
I don't remember.
No,
You
the
could
one
be right.
the red with the
Yes.
green wrapper, the red
You could
wrapper
be
looks like
right.
strawberry. It's something chewy inside.
I don't think I ever got to that point because I'd eat one and after about 30 seconds spit it out.
It's gross. And the last time I had one, like somebody in church gave it to me, and this was probably about 25 years ago. Though.
Look, fam, I look at it like this. That candy's cheap. If you guys can't afford the real candy, it's cool. Just don't buy it. Stop buying
Why
this.
do people buy those?
Because and they want to feel included, and I completely understand. I'm not telling anybody how to spend their money, but when I'm telling you, don't buy this candy because we don't like it, and it's getting thrown away. So you're wasting your money, hard-earned money. You're upsetting my children. You're upsetting me because you're still doing it. Just don't buy it. It's cool.
And the fact that there's candy that you could throw away is insane. I'm not eating it.
Exactly. All right, now number 7. This is a fan favorite of many, not of mine. Tootsie Rolls.
Oh yeah, you smoking, Sean? No. Tootsie Rolls are they're probably my top 5.
I don't like Tootsie Rolls. I don't like how it is a log of chocolate that
It is a little
only
weird.
gets
sometimes.
it gets chocolatier with your saliva. It's a weird sensation. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. The small one, the long ones, I don't like any of the Tootsie Rolls.
I love them. That little brick one, that little thicker one, Paul, that one that little fam. I be biting that
Can't do
joint,
it.
chomping
And then,
on
bro,
it.
and then you do that, get stuck in your teeth all day.
I love.
It's
Tootsie
a weird
Roll.
log,
Now
man.
Tootsie Roll Pops, I ain't care for that.
Still-
I thought the fruit with the chocolate fruit
Yeah.
outside flavor with the chocolate. I ain't get
Can't do it. Tootsie Rolls to me, man. I get it. That's another cheap one. It's a bag filler. People do love it. Kids love it. So shout out to y'all.
That's a good way to put those. They're
Can't
bag
do it.
fillers.
It's a bag filler. Number 6, I have Jawbreaker. It's one of the dumbest candies ever made.
I don't get
it.
it.
Makes no sense. It doesn't even taste good.
No.
You know what I'm
Even
saying?
if you sucked it down or whatever, it didn't taste.
Yeah.
It all tastes the same.
Like to me, like if I'm gonna suck on a hard candy, it's gonna be a Jolly Rancher. Jolly
Oh,
Rancher's got
100%.
mad flavor.
Oh,
The
100%.
watermelon one, the grape one, the green apple.
Oh, yeah.
Those have flavor. I don't mind sucking on those for 30 minutes. Pause. Number 5, the Tootsie Fruit Chews. Those are even worse. If you tell me you like the strawberry Tootsie Fruit Chews,
Them joints is high.
no, they are not.
I used to didn't care for those either though. But
Which flavor? Tell me
I
which
like
one
the
right now.
red one, the strawberry one. I mean, actually, I like them all to be honest
The
with you.
blue one,
Now
the orange one, stop it. They're all whack.
Well, the orange one's kind of whack.
They're
the
all whack.
green one is pretty good. The yellow's pretty good.
Do you hear yourself?
Them joints is alright. The kids will come home with little birthday bags. You know, them little filler added, little throw-ins in it. Them joints was alright.
I hate them.
Now, I'm not going to them first.
Now, okay, so not only do I hate them, I'll dislike them a lot.
The orange one is alright
There
too.
are too many good fruit variations for me to go to that. There are too many options that are fruit candies that are amazing
yeah.
where I have to go to a Tootsie
Now,
Fruit
that's
Chew.
that's different. Okay. Now, if you looked at Starburst and you chose those, you're an insane person.
Well, I'm saying this is the wackest candy. You can go to the store and I guarantee the fruit option is in the back before you pass up Skittles,
Yeah.
Starburst,
Yeah.
Jolly Rancher, Lifesaver, whatever fruit options there are.
So when I say I like them, but like there's about 15 other things ahead of them.
That's why it's one of the
Fruit
wackest
pie.
candies to me.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm sorry. Tootsie Fruit Chews ain't it.
Okay.
Sorry. Number 4, this is a bit of an older candy. I do see it. That's why I put it on there. Bit of honey. It's a big ass block of honey that's hard to chew. It's weird. I don't enjoy it.
I don't mind it, but I didn't try my first bit of honey probably about like 10 years ago. Like I never had tried it before. But you know what? You got to get them joints when they like fresh off the conveyor belt because
Well, yeah, because they're hard, and then as time goes on, you know, kids don't eat candy off the rip. So maybe 2-3 months later, they're even harder.
oh yeah, you bite it and it breaks.
Yeah.
It doesn't like ever get chewy. It breaks off. Yeah,
so at
that's
that
a good
point,
one,
it's never
too.
good. So that had to go. Top 3, we kind of already discussed. Number 3, Circus Peanuts. Y'all gotta
I've
stop.
never tasted one.
It's a weird marshmallow that like crumbles or disintegrates in your mouth.
But what's the flavor?
I don't
Is
know.
it peanut?
No,
okay.
it's not. I don't think so. I think it's marshmallow. It's a weird looking and y'all still put it in there thinking y'all doing something. You're not.
I used to see those, and I still see them, and I always was like, "What does this taste like?" Though I have no desire to try it. No.
Don't.
Those joints are big. Too.
They're big. That's what I'm saying. People that buy them, they're like, "Oh, I'm doing something." You're not.
Nah.
Trust me, you're not.
Buying a bag of them peanut things.
I don't like them.
Never tasted
Kids
one.
don't like them. I go based on the kid. Kids be like, "What is this?" When I look in, and I already know because I don't even go to them. When I go into their bowl to steal something when they're asleep, all of them are sitting on the side.
Oh yeah.
They push it aside to get to the other stuff.
What's funny is like my kids don't like the candy that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that we have in common that we like is like Sour Patch Kids, Starburst. That's about it. But like they don't like Skittles. They don't like Snickers. They don't like all that stuff. So I'm like, oh shoot, like.
I love that they don't like Almond Joy in the house. I be tearing them up. They already know. They go, "Dad, we got your candy, fam."
Hey, you know what?
Go
if you
crazy.
giving Almond Joys and Mounds to kids too, I think you got problems. So there's no way
to kids, cool. I only enjoy it because I get to eat them all.
If you get the variety bag, because it does have Almond Joys and Mounds in them too, like the bar, the best. So it has a Milky Way, Snickers bars, Almond Joy or
That's
Mounds.
not the worst one though,
And then it has it kind of is
because it's got Three Musketeers and Milky Way.
They'll only throw a few Mounds Almond Joy in there. They won't have. They know the ratio of things to put in.
Now
there.
Mounds they got to stop because that's too much coconut, and that has no.
It's the same as Almond Joy.
Not really. With Almond Joy, you can lie to yourself and you can find a way to get enough bite of almond per bite on the little ones.
It needs 4 almonds in them.
With the Mounds, to me, it's like Musketeers. It's weird. You bite into it, it goes, poof, and it's like, what happened?
I don't like that.
Number 2, I have candy corn. Self-explanatory. Worst candy ever made to me. Second worst candy because number 1 is black licorice.
So, but what's the flavor supposed to be on a candy corn?
I think it's like a hard marshmallow. I keep saying that.
Everything that you taste like marshmallows.
I
Do
don't
you like marshmallows?
I don't like marshmallow candy like that.
I love marshmallows. Do you like marshmallows? Do you like Rocky
Like
Road
the
ice
s'mores.
cream?
Oh yeah. I'll mess with marshmallows and hot chocolate, not by itself. I'll say that. Marshmallows by itself, you know, you could open up and get the big joint and go, can't do it.
I'll eat marshmallows by itself.
Can't do it.
It's
weird to me.
When we buy like for hot chocolate and s'mores, we do for whatever.
Yeah, I'll tear those up.
We'll buy them and then you only use so many. I'll eat the bag. I gotta throw them away because I'll eat the whole bag of them.
Can't do
and
it.
I know it's not good for me to eat that. I don't know what that stuff is.
No one does. And you get the big ones by itself.
Yeah, I'll bite them like an apple though.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the Mr. Puff, Stay Puff, like as you eat them.
I get them and I mush them in my fingers and get them to a consist and I eat
We're
them.
kids, man.
I'm
I
a
can't
little
do it.
kid. And would you have number 1? Black licorice?
Black licorice is number 1. I only because, like I said, I've seen it. Last year, we saw it in all 3 of the kids' bags. And I'm like, why y'all? And they were Red Vines.
Fam.
I'm like, why are you? First of all, why is Red Vines doing it? Why are you self-consciously buying it, driving it home, and you're hey kids, take 3. No. If I see that this year, I'm gonna tell you parents or whoever out there, you put it in the kid's bag, I'm putting it back before we leave. I'm gonna say thanks but no thanks.
Fam, I saw black licorice at Harkins and I was like, wait a minute. I know they don't still sell this in a bag.
Proudly.
You know, I could eat a whole thing of Red Vines.
Okay.
I don't know who in the world is eating the whole bag of black licorice.
They gotta be serial like killers. They have to be.
Have you had leeks? Is it leeks that taste like black licorice?
I don't know. Oh, like the leek, like
the vegetable.
Yeah, to a degree, but you cook that flavor out though.
Okay,
raw. Yes, it tastes like licorice.
So raw, that's what it is.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. See, and I was like, I had some leek and I had a run. I was like, it has a licorice flavor to it. And then, like you said, you do cook it. I had like some type of food.
You like a leek soup or something like that. Like it's cool,
but no way. Black licorice is for actual crazy people.
It is. I agree.
And I don't know one person who likes it.
And you see people eat them. You look crazy even eating it. It is a jet black piece of food that you're eating, and you look wild. It looks like charcoal.
It looks disgusting though.
I'm good. So yeah, that's my list. Licorice is the worst one of all time.
Do they got black Twizzlers?
Oh, I don't know. I don't look for them.
They gotta be a black one.
It could be. I don't look for them.
You know what Twizzler I did like? When the strings.
Oh, those are good too.
I like those.
Don't do that. Let me see.
Black
Twizzlers. I said it said black Twitter. Black Twizzlers.
Oh my God, they have them.
Oh, I've never seen it. And they got the Twizzler twist.
You think it tastes like black licorice?
It has to. I've never seen it. You know what? And if it's at Walmart, I don't even make it that far to look at the black licorice. I know exactly where to get my red licorice, and I'm out.
I wanted to do it taste like traditional black. Fam, look at this tub. Who in the world got that in their house? Yeah, you out of control. You got that in your house.
And if someone does,
And this right here must have replaced Starburst Twizzlers. It's Rainbow Twizzlers, or is that something different?
That's something different.
Okay,
But I bet
like
those
Rainbow
are fire.
one too.
I might have to go try them.
I like the Rainbow one too.
I might have to go try 'em.
Pill and pills are the ones that I'll mess with.
Yes,
They
sir.
make me sick
Man,
after a while.
Twizzlers are fire.
Nah, yeah.
And the little bites, the Twizzler bites. Open the bag. Real quick, pause.
You know what I wanted to put on the list, but only because I hate it, was the miniature Reese's Buttercups. Reese's Buttercups are my number one of all time. But them mini ones, once they melt, they're useless to you, duh.
You're not allowed to put anything Reese's on that list ever.
I can't mention, but my reason is because it's gross.
Not even the reason.
Fam, you gotta almost eat the paper when it's melted.
That's fine. It's Reese's paper. It's okay.
Have you ever had a Della Rosa?
Yeah.
I never ate one before.
Really?
Somebody told me it tastes like Reese's without chocolate.
It's good. It crumbles, but it's fire.
Okay.
I like Della Rosas.
Somebody at work said that they had
Anything Reese's is not allowed to be on any whack list of any kind.
Reese's Pieces are kind of whack.
I'll stand by anything. No, they're not.
Now, a Fast Break or the other ones, fire.
Any
But
variation.
Reese's Pieces, when we were kids, I loved them. Reese's Pieces as an adult, they're gross. Because you know why? It's like eating peanut M&M's. Regular M&M's.
They're better.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait. Time out. Better than what?
No, I'm talking about peanut M&M's are better than regular M&M's.
Oh, peanut M&M's are better than regular M&M's, yes.
Yes.
Are Reese's Pieces better than peanut M&M's?
They're the same to me.
Debatable. I still
Same
might do it.
things, huh?
I only like the peanut butter M&M's more. Well, wait. I like the peanut M&M's more.
Yeah.
The peanut butter ones, no.
Okay.
I like the peanut M&M's more only because of consistency.
If they came out with peanut, like a peanut in Reese's,
Oh, that would change the game.
I'd have to reorder my list.
It would change the game.
And then I had to reorder my list.
Wow.
I had one of those with the pretzels in it. It was okay. I couldn't really tell.
It's
it had
cool,
pretzels
but
in it.
I can't call it whack. The fast break though, stop it.
Yeah, as
Fast
long
break
as
to
it
me
got
is-
as long as it got the Reese's peanut butter in it, it can never be whack.
I even tried that one with the potato chips.
Oh, I tried one too.
That was even
I didn't
okay.
think
It
was
wasn't
that bad.
trash, but
yeah, like I think it would have been better. Like if you had a Reese's cup and then you got a potato chip and then put it on, and then ate it, it's fine. Buying it pre-made with a potato chip, it's not. It's missing. It's like
to me, anything Reese's cannot miss. So
I agree. Reese's Pieces ain't my favorite, but like I prefer them over regular M&Ms. Like
yeah,
they
for
good.
sure, 100%. I
Anyways.
almost put regular M&Ms on his list. I almost
wouldn't be
did
mad at it.
because peanut butter, all the other flavors are so light years ahead of the regular that I don't even like the regulars unless it's in a cookie.
Even them pretzel M&Ms are good.
Body them.
Them joints
The
are
pretzel,
good.
the caramel, the.
But anybody eating regular M&Ms, them may be a little like.
I'm saying.
You remember Sixlets?
Oh, I don't know if I do sixlets.
They were like these little balls.
The little ones
yeah.
that came in like a little tube, right? I do remember that.
Them is gross.
I do remember that. I don't remember how they
hate 'em,
taste.
huh?
But
I ain't messing with those. All right, Don. I appreciate it, man. I enjoyed
Always.
this episode a lot, actually.
always, yeah, no, I'm gonna come back sooner
It's
too.
probably
I'm not-
one of my favorite of the year, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back soon too, man. This was dope. This was dope,
cool.
and I like the time too.
I do too. Oh yeah, I'm like, cause George gets off late.
Yeah.
With me, so we gotta go later. I'm like, I get to go home. I gotta get gas. Kids won't be in bed. I'll be
Yeah,
good.
so yeah, I'm here for that.
Appreciate it, Don.
You
got
know what it
anything
is.
else?
That's it, man.
Nothing else. That's a sneak.
Bow, 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 bow.
Ow.